I'm going straight on in, y'all. I'm going straight on in. Whenever y'all come in, y'all just come on in. We're gonna be watching videos from video to video. This is brother Sanchez. He's talking about deja vu. It says deja vu. Deja vu proves reality is different than you think. I never seen this video before. So we gonna watch it together. You don't have to watch it. If you don't, you can go back and watch Smurfs. No disrespect to Smurfs. I like Smurfs. But if you're willing, if you are here to learn, then tune on in. I don't even know where my other. I'm just gonna trust that y'all can hear me. Let me get my other. Let me see if I can check the sound. Oh shit! Now that phone done died. Cause I don't wanna be recording and y'all can't hear me. Let me see if anybody. I see one person just popped up. This phone right here is completely dead. If somebody in there, if you can hear me, give me a thumbs up real quick, and we could just go ahead and start the show. Like Brother Sanchez always say, let's start the show. The volume should be fine though, cause I know usually when I have like a problem with the volume is usually when the Bluetooth. I turn the Bluetooth off, so we just gonna go ahead, man. I'm gonna walk by faith and not by the bots. Let's go.
It is proof that people, we gotta have a serious discussion about deja vu.
Let's
because
talk.
Deja vu may be one of the greatest proofs that everything they told us about the nature of our reality is a big lie. And deja vu may be one of the greatest proofs that we live in a simulation. So to understand why I even say all of this, let's start right here. Let's talk about time, the nature of time. We've been taught that time is a straight line and that tomorrow is like a blank page in a book with no words on it, and we're waiting to write the words on it as we go.
Right.
Meaning that each day is full of random events and random actions that we can't predict or shouldn't be able to know what those actions are gonna consist of. Time is aligned with random events playing out. This is what we've been taught. Started from a big bang and objects are just randomly hurling through space. The alternative understanding to time,
As far as that
each day waiting to write the time is a straight line, and that tomorrow is like a blank page in a book
that part
with no words.
That part, like I hear people say that. You know what I mean? They said tomorrow's like a. I heard Ron Hayes say that. He said the reason why tomorrow ain't get here because you ain't created yet. But I completely disagree with that. I completely disagree with that. I believe tomorrow is already set. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you're in a G simulation, because every day is damn near the same when you're in the program. So you know what I mean? And even on all the mantras and the rituals I do to change my reality, and ain't nothing changed. How I see it, this shit is already predestined, and it's like what I'm doing is trying to change the fate. I'm trying to bend reality.
It's on it, and we're waiting to write the words on it as we go. Meaning that each day is full of random events and random actions that we can't predict or shouldn't be able to know what those actions are gonna consist of. Time is aligned with random events playing out. This is what we've been taught. Started from a big bang and objects are just randomly hurling through space. The alternative understanding to time, besides the heliocentric one that I just described, would be the ancient concept that the Mayans, the Olmecs, Egyptians, and all of them had. The ancestors didn't teach that time was aligned with random events unfolding. The ancestors taught that time was a circle, and that where the circle connects is where the past meet the future. Let's use an example dealing with Hollywood and movie making. Modern science wants us to believe that We're in a reality movie and nothing is rehearsed. This is a reality TV show. There is no script, and everything that's happening in
And
this.
see that right there? You already know. If you a T.I., you already know that everything's scripted. We are definitely, Gang Stalk Assimilation is a reality show that wasn't created by us. Our reality show is created by the Archons, and everything is scripted. Like I said, I am doing my best to bend reality, change this shit, change matter, manipulate matter, allow things to go my way and not the Archons' way, and definitely not the damn bots' way, the Gang Stalkers' way. You know what I mean? But we are definitely in the Truman Show. Can't speak for everybody. Everybody's not in the Truman Show, but the TIs are. If you know, you know.
Movie is just random events. On the other hand, the ancestors said we're not in a reality TV show with random events unfolding and sort of freestyling. The ancestors said that this is a scripted movie.
Right.
And every action that's playing out in this movie was already written.
Mm-hmm.
And this is why the Bible say in the beginning was the word, it was written. The people that wrote the Bible were ancient people that subscribed to the same cosmological conception that the Mayans and other people subscribed to. They were flat earthers, and they had a different understanding of time than what we have today with the modern heliocentric globe model, which teaches us again that time is aligned with random events. The Mayans saw time more like a deck of cards. And each event that's playing out is just one card in the deck unfolded in a sequence of actions that's already pre-written on every card. And that when we reach the end of the deck just repeats itself. And this is why we say history repeats itself. All of the events within time seem to repeat themselves every generation. And this is why the prophets were no magicians. When we talk about deja vu, it's a very different experience. And if you've ever had deja vu, it's not like you're remembering something. It's like you're reliving something or re-experiencing something. I can recall several deja vu moments. And one thing I remember in all of my deja vu moments is when deja vu is unfolding, it ain't like I'm having a memory, because everything that's unfolding, it's like I lived it or experienced it before. As it's unfolding, it's like I'm repeating a point in time. Everything down to the way my attitude or my emotional state was at the time, everything down to the way that the room smelled or the odors that may have been present in the event, everything down to the way that you were feeling it, just the taste on your mouth, everything is like nostalgic. It's like driving down a street twice after forgetting that you drove down it the first time. And it's not like I'm just remembering my birthday from 2 years ago. That's just a memory. When deja vu happened, it's deeper than the memory. It's like I'm reliving an experience that I've already lived. And when deja vu happens, we never can stop it. We never can intervene. Deja vu is always one step ahead of us, and you can never be that prophet that says what's gonna happen before it happened. Everyone in the room's like, hey, how did you know that? Deja vu is always a step ahead of us, and I'm going to explain why. Our reality is scripted, and one way we can see this is when we're having a deja vu moment, something in you knowing that this moment has happened before, you've experienced it before. But at the same time this knowing is happening, it's almost as if this realization takes place the very split millisecond after everything.
What's going on, Pulse? What up, DB? Just busy today. Just wanted to drop in and say love last couple videos you posted. Very good. Keep up the good work. Keep it on, bro. I appreciate it, man. Are you at work right now? Are you working?
Unfolds. We always say, I had deja vu after it happens. And in
Right.
my theory, I believe that
You know, I'm like Tommy. I ain't got a job. You know what I mean? I guess the Most High just want me to do this shit. You know what I'm saying?
it's because our reality is scripted and we can't edit the script. The Bible says it this way. In the beginning was the Word. The Bible says it was written. Throughout the Bible, you hear words like all things must come to pass, things must be fulfilled. And this is the ancient
Right. And that's another thing too, right there. That's another thing right there. Like what he just said, all things must come to pass, all things must be fulfilled. So especially for you Christian people, you know, if like everything, y'all gotta believe in predestination and fate and everything is already written. Because y'all believe in the Bible, and the Bible is so-called prophecies, but I don't really consider them to be prophecies. I consider them to be predictive programming. You know what I'm saying? So the Bible been telling us that there's gonna be wars and rumors of wars and famines and pestilence, and people gonna be in reprobate minds, and for the hearts of many shall wax cold, and the love of money is the root of all evil, and yada 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 yada. All these scriptures, aka prophecies, aka predictive programming, is all through the Bible. So if you're a Christian, you definitely see the world as it was written. Even Nas, that was Nas' album. It was called It Was Written. So I do believe that, you know, that's why I always debate the so-called free will. Because if everything was already written, if all this shit is written, then how the hell do you have a free will? And if manifestation is easy and we can all manifest our own reality, then why am I still in the gang stalking simulation? Because I've been manifesting, you know, money and prosperity and abundance and freedom, true freedom, to get out of this simulation. I'm still here. So obviously, a lot of motherfuckers just lying to us. You know what I mean? They just lying to us. Let me see what Paul's saying. It says, yes, from home, but they interfere, so just bust out doing vids. This reality is 100% scripted on all levels. I'm trying to tell you. Cause look, if I'm the true writer of this reality, then I would not be in the simulation no more. I would be on the beach in Thailand or somewhere in Asia, or even in Africa, Zimbabwe, in Africa somewhere, living my life, enjoying the fruits of my labor, drinking a watermelon juice, a margarita or something, sipping on something, chilling with a baddie on my hip. I would not be sitting here still talking about gang stalking. And that's another thing too. A lot of people will want to say, why you always want to talk about this shit? Because it won't stop, you dumbass. If I can get this shit to stop, I won't ever talk about this stupid program ever again. I want to sit here and talk about these zombies all day.
Ancestors' way of telling us we're in a scripted simulation. If what they're teaching us is true, tomorrow is a blank page.
That's not true.
Waiting for us to write the
event. Tomorrow is not a blank page. Tomorrow is already written that you're going to get gang stalked tomorrow too. You know what I'm saying? Unless you die or something. You know what I mean? But tomorrow is definitely not no damn blank page.
In it. If that is true, we would never have deja vu. The truth.
Right.
Tomorrow
Tell
we're in
me,
a scripted simulation. If what they're teaching us is true, tomorrow is a blank page in a book waiting for us to write the events in it. If that is true, we would never have deja vu. Because deja vu means you've peeked ahead in the book,
right,
and the pages weren't blank.
Right.
The pages had words already on
Facts.
them, and you remember the words when you see them. It's like if each day is a page of a book that's flipping, then deja vu would be like your soul reading ahead of the class.
Mm.
You remember in school, you would get ahead of everyone in the class and read fast and end up a chapter ahead. This is sort of what happens when we have deja vu. If life is a book with all of the events written out like a simulation, when we have deja vu, we're literally reading ahead, getting ahead of the class, reading in the future pages. And there are words on those pages. There aren't blank.
Right.
And when we read ahead to page 62 and the class still on page 52, and we say, you know what, let me flip back and get back with my class because I'm ahead of my class. I'm 10 pages ahead of them. Let me just go back, stick with my class. Now, you go back to page 52 and you forget some of the stuff you read within those 10 pages. And so you back reading with your class, and all of a sudden you get to page 58, and one part stick out to you that you remember. That's deja vu. Now, to a lot of people, that don't make any sense. But I'm going to show you why the ancestors were very advanced, and it's something we should all consider. Of course.
You said 1,000%. You said the whole law of attraction garbage is a joke. Manifest some cold hard cash, right? Like, you know how, first of all, I talked about this on the other videos. I said it takes a lot of energy to manifest, right? They trying to say that we manifested this gang stalker, right? How when you didn't even know what it was? You didn't even know anything about it until you woke up in it. So in order to manifest something, you gotta put energy into it. You gotta light candles. You gotta put your mind focus, breath work, incense, sage. You know, basically you're doing witchcraft to bring something in, fruition. If you're trying to manifest a new home, a new car, you know, you gotta put energy into it, and you gotta do it repetitiously. So how the hell you gonna try to convince me saying I manifest this shit when I didn't even know anything about it? I didn't never light no candle on this crap or nothing. Never even thought of it. Literally never knew anything about it. So that's some job. That's just, and people, and the reason I'm talking about this because you got these TIs out there that get duped into believing this crap. They fall for it. They really fall for that crap. They really start questioning themselves as if, you know, like, man, maybe I did manifest this. And that's why I'll be like, man, I see why the beast's been getting away with this program for so long. Because the people that have been placed in it, obviously they're like docile and weak individuals. You know, that's why I'll be like, man, you know, people be talking about that empower individuals and shit. I'm like, I'm not saying all TIs are, but a lot of ones I met, a lot of TIs I done talked to, they weak, bro. They scary, they weak. You know what I mean? And if you ever came to the conclusion that you're second guessing yourself and you start thinking that you did this to yourself, you know what I'm saying? You know, like you manifested this shit, like you tripping. You tripping. Because anybody in their right mind, when you come, they said when we come down here on this planet, we come down here to experience life. You come down here to have fun. You didn't come down this joint to be stalked and harassed by a bunch of strange, retarded people that you don't even know. You know what I'm saying? So these incubators or something. You know what I mean? So it said nothing is as it appears to be, and 1,000 on fire, bruh, is an excuse to blame victims of this targeting, right? And then you blame them, and then it's like, okay, it's one thing if you blame somebody, but if the victim believe it, that's the problem. You know what I mean? You ain't supposed to believe. It's like somebody, you know, if you went to school, and, I heard Les Brown. I don't know if you know Les Brown. Les Brown said that he had a teacher told him that he was mentally retarded, and another teacher told him saying, don't you ever let somebody else's opinion dictate your reality or some shit. He said, don't you ever let somebody else's opinion dictate your reality. So if somebody call you something, somebody call you gay, retarded, whatever, it's okay. They let them say what they want. They can have their own opinion, but it's up to you to believe it or not. if you believe what they say, then you just messed up. You know you done fucked up, right? You know you done fucked up. You know what I'm saying? On the Menace to Society. You know what I mean? What's going on? What was that? Greg? What's going on? Everybody that comes on there, hit the like button. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna try to I'm gonna jump from video to video. I'm gonna let this play, and then there's another video I want to talk about. This other dude saying he's in Thailand and he was being gangstalked, but then he realized that he's really not being gangstalked. He was just saying that it's conditioned in the mind. But we'll get to that. We'll get to that when that comes.
According to the law of polarity, if you can move forward, you can move backward. If I can go left, I can go right. If I can go up, I can go down.
So pause. If you still there, pause. So you work remote. You got an online joint. So how is that? How, like, I know that they gotta mess with your Wi-Fi at times. Like, I know, you know what I'm saying? Talk about that, man. You know what I'm saying? Tell me what they, you know, what you go through when you working at home. I know they probably banging on the walls and fucking with your Wi-Fi and making data. Maybe you got good Wi-Fi. I don't know.
If I can go in, I can go out. Cold, hot, wet, dry. That's the law of polarity. If you can go forward, you can go backwards. That's just a universal law. So what the law of polarity says, we can move forward in time and backwards in time. Deja vu is us moving forward in time and then coming back to the present point. And when the point that we move forward to in time catches up to the present, we remember the future.
Right.
I know it sounds crazy that you can remember the future, but according to the ancestors, all points in time are already manifested. In other words, the past, present, and future is already happening.
Right.
Just like that.
That's what they say. I heard that.
Starting from the first chord to the last chord. Where the first chord meets the last chord and the deck loops back around is where the past meets the future and the cycle restarts. Every event on every chord is still playing out even when the chord passes. So in other words, there's a universe out there where you're just being born. There's a universe out there where you're on your deathbed. All of these events are playing out as I speak.
Right.
They're just waiting to pass to the present
Facts.
moment.
Because just by him saying that, there's a universe that we're being born again. There's a universe where we're being either cremated or buried in the ground. Like, people don't understand that technically we're in the past right now. Remember the Matrix? When he saw the cat and he was like, deja vu. You know what I mean? So if all this is happening like simultaneously, past, present, future, then we're already dead. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think about this shit, I'm like, yo, we already dead. Then we already done had a funeral. We just catching up to it. Every day that goes by, think about it. Every day that goes by, you're getting closer and closer to your death day. The day when you're no longer in this existence and you're going to transition to the next. Every day. It's like we're just basically living to die, yo. And in the meantime, we supposed to be having some fun. And you got birth and then you got death. But in the meantime, in between time, we supposed to be having fun down here and learning and progressing, you know, to become a better version and all that shit. But then we got to deal with these damn incubators and these clowns, these national civilian so-called wannabe security people that's out here causing havoc in the society. It's crazy. You know what I mean? What are you saying? It says all of that and then some. They love to send contractors to interrupt. Many of us spend all of our time just getting back to zero in these 2 steps forward, 2 steps back dance, but they do it all. You just have to try to be patient and then keep pushing. I have more resolve than these simple-minded NPCs. You know what I'm saying? What's gonna say that's deep? Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I'm trying to tell you, man. You gotta think, bro. You got to think. Get out of the way of what we was programmed to believe. You know what I mean? For real, because they lying to us. They've been lying to us from the beginning.
There's a universe out there where your loops back around. It's like words, the past, present, and future is already happening. Just like that deck of cards. Starting from the first card to the last card. Where the first card meets the last card and the deck loops back around is where the past meets the future and the cycle restarts. Every event on every card is still playing out even when the card passes. So in other words, there's a universe out there where you're just being born. There's a universe out there where you're on your deathbed. All of these events are playing out as I speak. They're just waiting to pass to the present moment. All of the events in the universe.
Remember was Nostradamus? I don't know too much about Nostradamus, but I know that he was like a prophet or whatever and predicted the future or whatever. So, and then you got, you got all these prophets out here that's, like somewhat so-called predicting the future. So if these people can predict the future, then that means this shit is already written. Even Jesus said, he said, allow this cup to pass over me, meaning that he didn't want to die that way. He didn't want to get crucified. These people be thinking that, Jesus was, wanted to let these bots hang him on the damn tree or the cross or whatever. You know what I mean? He didn't want to die that way. But he said, allow this cup to pass over me, but not my will, thine will be done. So Jesus already knew that he came down here for a mission, on a mission, right? And he knew that it wasn't even really his will. Not my will, thine will be done. You know what I mean? So it's like we're not even really living our lives down here. People are like, just live your life. Just live your life. You're not even living your life, especially if you're a divine being. If you're a divine being and you say you're a representative, a representation of the Most High, then you don't have no life. It's no longer about you no more. It's about the divine calling. Can I get a hello there?
Universe are already written out on each card, and time is basically the dealing of the deck. Each day is like a card being dealt with events unfolding that's already pre-written on each card versus a deck of cards with a bunch of blank cards and we're writing the events as we go. Deja vu debunked that idea. Tomorrow is a parallel reality with you in it. Right. And everything you're gonna do tomorrow is already written out. And when tomorrow makes it to the present, you're gonna simply act out the script. I teach about free will all the time when it comes to sovereignty, but this is a different.
So even right now, by me right now talking to y'all on this live, I'm listening to Brother Sanchez, I'm talking to Pulse, I'm talking to Gregor, and whoever else that's in the chat. This was already fucking written. It was already written. Somebody gonna tell me that I just want the gang stalking to stop so I can go back to the Matrix. But at the same time, this particular person act like they're out of the Matrix, but you go to work every damn day. You clocking in every damn day. You paying your taxes every damn day, like as if you're not in the Matrix. We're all still in the Matrix. You know what I mean? Whether you like it or not. I got another video on that I'll probably post up later. It's I didn't release it yet, but it's titled "Are we still trapped in the Matrix?" You know what I mean? Unless you escape this machine and go into the bush, live over there with the Amazon people, and live like 100% off the land, and you got to hunt deer and squirrel and rabbit and hog and whatever, then you're still in the matrix. Don't folk over there are they've never been in the matrix. They live literally off the land. It ain't no grocery stores. It ain't no job. Ain't no punching the clock. That's completely being off and out of the matrix. So I don't know why, this person right here says some idiotic shit like that, like as if you're completely out. You're not out of it. You're in it just as well as I'm in it. We were born in America. Anybody that's born in America is in the matrix. Okay? Anybody that's born in America, you are in the matrix.
For context. And what I mean by free will in this context versus sovereignty videos, when I speak about sovereignty, and
so let me read this comment before I lose the comments. Hold on. It says, but try to work as a target, and it's almost impossible. You ain't lying, but especially if you working at a job. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to a job, like I advise any TI to try to get a job online, even though it's still gonna be hell. But that's the best route. Because working, like going to a place, you're just gonna get mobbed all day. It says, dude, hold on. It says, dude, I can't even put it better. Excellent. And bro, talk about what you're mentioning in that vid you did about the sexual attachments. That was deep and powerful. Right. That video was a repost. I reposted that video because it didn't get, they shadow banned my videos, so it didn't get no views. So I was like, let me go ahead and repost this joint. This is a video, and it finally got monetized because the other times I posted, they didn't even monetize the video. But yeah, that's another. I'm trying to tell you, that's another thing too. Like I'm still like 6 years. I'm going on 7 now. You know what I'm saying? I ain't been with no female. You know what I'm saying? Ever since the program, bro. Ever since the program went crazy, you know what I'm saying? I ain't been with no female, man. And I'm not saying I don't want one, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm kind of like, I be talking shit, but at the same time, I don't even want it. I like just going out there trying to have sex with a random chick. Man, I mean, you don't know what the hell you're getting into, especially since I'm woke and I know better now. Like you don't know what you're getting yourself involved in now. You don't know what kind of demons this particular person got on them. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what kind of demons they got on them. And then at the same time, you don't know if you're messing with a chick that took the COVID 25 vaccine. You know what I'm saying? You don't know. And you run up in that, you just don't know, man. So I just continue to just use my hand. It says, dude, I could go in the woods in the middle of nowhere, and I have dudes popping out from behind the trees in red shirts is hardcore scripted. I'm trying to tell you, our bodies were hooked. Our bodies were hooked to the cloud and the network even before the 80s, man. And we got Freak Nature in the house. You'll just be gang stalked by skinwalkers in the wood. They don't want you dating. Now they don't want you dating. They don't want you doing nothing. They don't want you to have no life at all. It says on the flip side of that, they will put the honeypot in your life to bait you into commitment, then switch up on you as soon as you attack. Right. And see that another thing, they don't even give me no more honeypots now. They don't even. Look, only way I take a honeypot, she gotta be rich. I ain't taking no poor ass honeypot. I ain't taking it. If I take a honey, you give me. I tell Justin Bieber all the time. You give me a honeypot, she better be rich. That's it. A woman can be gorgeous yet have 7 different personalities. You ain't lying. That's what I'm saying. You gotta practice 7. You gotta practice. I guess you meant semen retention. It says 7 retention. I don't know what 7 retention is, but semen retention. But see, look, even with the semen retention, I did that. You know what I'm saying? As soon as you allow yourself to build up, they'll just get you in your sleep. They just get you in your sleep. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Trust me, I've been there and done it. So I'd rather release on my own. Comment down below. Google said masturbation is good for the prostate. Comment down below if y'all heard that before. That's what Google. You can look it up. If you do a little research on it, they say masturbation is good for the prostate. So, hey,
Speak about
so
free
all,
will.
so all you people out there that's trying to do the semen retention, you gonna have prostate issues.
Talking about
according to
fiat
Google.
government, but this is a different context. And what I mean by free will in this context versus sovereignty videos, when I speak about sovereignty and I speak about free will, I'm talking about a fiat government controlling you versus you controlling you. Now, someone may say, Sanchez, if everything written out, then we still don't got free will, and we still aren't sovereign.
Right,
and
we still don't got
controlling you. Now, and I speak about free will, I'm talking about a fiat government controlling you versus you controlling you. Now, someone may say, Sanchez, if everything written out, then we still don't got free will.
Right.
And we still aren't sovereign.
Right.
And instead of a fiat government controlling our actions, some external deity may be right now a script. Well, the ancients said that there's a higher version of the self that's already in the future. In other words, your best version already exists.
Right.
And according to the ancestors, our highest version exists above time, and it's writing the script out for its lower version. And it's leading its lower version out of the simulation to reconnect with its higher self.
That's deep.
This higher version.
That's deep right there. He says we live in a medical dictatorship. Everything has been merged under the terror laws. They give us false choices to make us feel we have to have a say, right? But they, on both sides or whatever conflict being shown to us, it says, what, did I read that right? But they own both sides of whatever conflict being shown to us, right? That's why when I ask people about voting, like, why do you vote? Like, because the whole purpose of voting is a psyop. They say your votes don't count anyway, right? It's the electoral votes, right? It's the electoral votes. So your vote don't matter, but but just like you just said, they give you a false choice, so they want you to think that you're doing something, which in all reality you ain't doing a damn thing. They don't give you, how the hell, think about it. How the hell can you give these dummies the right to go in here and vote at the poll when these people are idiots? Idiots, yo. So how can they don't know anything about politicians? They don't study politics and political information, and they don't know nothing about the government or nothing. They don't know nothing. These people that go to the polls and vote don't know nothing. They are completely ignorant. So how the hell can you give these people a chance to go ahead and vote? That's like getting an Ogie from the Stogie to come and fix your car. He don't know nothing about mechanics, but you gonna get him to fix your car? You gonna get that dummy to put his hands on your alternator? All right, you be catching the bus to work.
Is equivalent to thought. It's the one that wrote the script out before the body even existed. It foresaw everything it needed to do to manifest its greatest version. I'll give you guys another example. I made an AI video, but before I can make the video, I had to write out a prompt. I told the prompt, create me a realistic video of a black man in a red shirt running down the street from a dog that's chasing him. Make the black man look scared and make the dog look vicious.
So this is AI.
The video you're watching, right?
This is AI. I'm trying to tell you, I don't know if y'all can really see it that good. You know what I mean? But y'all see these AI videos they make nowadays. This shit be looking so realistic, man. And I'm trying to tell you, this right here just let you know what time we in. That you can't even you can't even tell what's real, what's fake these days. You know what I'm saying? Let me see what you said. When people think that when people think they vote and have power or lost, because these people are installed over us, the control they demand over us, yet people think they're going to listen to the people. It says voting is just about consent, right? Right, and the people consent to their slavery they offer, and we would not take their solution without the fake crisis. Right, it's all about consent, and the thing about it, the ones that's doing it, the ones that's doing the consenting, don't even know what they're consenting to. They don't even realize that they're consenting to their own demise, and then at the same time, while you're consenting to your own demise and own slavery, they're going to get you to pay for it. Because you go to work and they take the taxes out your dollars and all that shit. And then they get you sick with the GMO foods and the McDonald's and everything. Then they give you the pharmaceutical drugs. And as you can see what they're doing with the retirement, it's going from 60 to 64 to 70. They just pushing the numbers up. Before you know it, you're going to be 85. You're going to have to be 85 before you retire. 85, man. As a target, they will use AI to impersonate you online or in crimes. Or in crimes is such a joke. This is what I mean, bro. They want you to consent to your own destruction. Facts. Like, and people are doing it because they are lost. They are completely reprobated. You know what I mean? Mind control. People are like, I don't believe in mind control. Anybody that tell you they don't believe in mind control is under mind control.
Right now is what I generated, I prompt. And the reason I'm showing this video is to show you an example of what our simulation is like. In the beginning was the word, just like in the beginning of my little video here was a prompt. In order for me to generate the video, the word had to exist first. Now the word generate sounds similar to Genesis. And we know that in the beginning was the word, then Genesis happens. The word is in the darkness. It's before any video exists of a man running down the street from a dog. The idea exists in the mind of the true creator, which is me. But at that point, right, it don't exist as a fake video that's generated.
It's in the mind.
It exists up here.
Yeah.
The guy in the red shirt is running around in my real mind as the creator.
Facts.
But once I write my thought down, that becomes the word. In the beginning was the word.
Facts.
And then Genesis is when the word becomes flesh or manifested. The Bible is telling us we're in a simulation. And no, there's no dude writing your script. Everyone's higher self and lower self has written two different scripts. One got a good ending, one got a bad ending. And these two parallel realities are at war with each other. And how your story is going to end is based upon the choice you make which script follow. Now, I know this is hard for a lot of people to grasp, but deja vu is real. And deja vu is proof that we're wrong about time being a lie.
How many of y'all believe in deja vu? Do y'all do? I mean, in fact, not only do you believe in it, but have you experienced it? I know. I'm pretty sure everybody. I can't say everybody though, because I don't know about these incubators and shit. I don't know what goes on in the mind of a sick, ninja. You know what I'm saying? But anybody that's in the comment, have you experienced deja vu, and do you believe in it? Do you believe it? Do you think it was just a dream, or what is deja vu?
And how your story is going to end is based upon the choice you make which script follow. Now, I know this is hard for a lot of people to grasp, but deja vu is real, and deja vu is proof that we're wrong about time being aligned. And if time isn't aligned, then what is it? According to ancestors, time is cyclical. And what this means is that our body is like an avatar inside of a scripted simulation. And your soul is just the observer watching a movie.
That's
if
it.
Life is a story and the
I'm gonna
body
say that
is
again.
a
I'm gonna say that again.
And what this means is that our body is like an avatar inside of a scripted simulation. And your soul is just the observer watching a movie.
That's it.
If life is a story and the body is a character written in the book, then the soul is the one reading the book. Your soul is the reader. Your body is the character in the book. And the purpose of the soul reading the book is for learning. It's getting acquainted with who it is in this realm. And it's going to take that knowledge to batter itself and transform itself. The soul isn't the character in the book. Soul is the reader, the observer. And in this cosmic library, there are many books. You are a star in each book.
You hear that?
Meaning
You what he
your
said?
soul is the reader, the observer.
Hold on.
Let's take that knowledge to batter itself and transform itself. The soul isn't the character in the book. Soul is the reader, the
Soul's the
observer.
the
And
observer.
in this cosmic library, there are many books.
That part.
You-
In this cosmic library, there are many books. But what did they do? They deceive you to just getting stuck with reading the Bible. Now, ain't nothing wrong. My Bible's right here. Ain't nothing wrong. Now, look, my Bible's right here amongst a whole bunch of other books. You know what I'm saying? Like he said, a cosmic library. There are many books. So why would you just limit yourself to one book that your oppressors told you to read? You're supposed to read everything. Everything. You don't leave no stone unturned. It might be a jewel under there. You know what I'm talking about? So anybody that's still scared, you know, to step out the box and read other material, then you will be coming back to Planet Hell on a first class plane ticket upon your demise. In fact, not just coming back, but you already here. You already back. Because remember, we in the past, bro. This is the past. We're already dead. You know what I'm saying? There's already a new you somewhere else in another dimension, on another plane. So don't put yourself in no box into just, you know, trying to, I'm just going to stick with this. I'm just going to stick with the Quran. I'm just going to stick with the Bible. I'm just going to stick with Jehovah's Watchtowers material and just read that. No, you're supposed to read everything. And if you're not questioning everything, then you might as well go back to the church. Facts. If you're not questioning, you're supposed to question everything. If you're not, the moment you stop questioning shit, then you might as well just run your ass back to the damn church. Go on back to the synagogue and be religious, because that's what religious people do. Religious folk don't question nothing because they have been indoctrinated and mind controlled, and they're content. They're robots. They're robots. They don't have the mind to be able to say, hold up, something ain't right. I'm like the Giphy. Hold on now, wait a minute, something ain't right. You know what I mean? You got to have a certain mind to even say that. Most people can't even say that. They can't even be like, yo, you know what? Even Tupac said in his song, a young nigga asked him questions while other suckers was guessing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you supposed to ask questions when you in school. The teacher always say, any questions? If you don't understand something, you're supposed to raise your hand, be like, nah, yeah, I got a question. I don't understand this. What are you talking about? Let me see what he's saying. Hold on. The Bible has supernaturally changed. It's not a translation issue. It's nothing natural, and many are seeing that the very book they learned it was wine skins. In that very book, it now says Bibles. Now that's interesting. You know what I'm saying? Bottles with some typo or something. It says the modern day church is a cult. You ain't lying. You know what I'm saying? The modern day church, man. And then you already know this new modern day church crap. they always got these motivational speakers, and they can articulate very well, and they get the crowd going. You know what I mean? You know, and they make it seem like some of them be, you know, I ain't gonna lie though. If you listen to them, some of them be dropping a little bit of Jews, but they still keeping you in the trap. They're still not freeing you. They're still not telling you who's really controlling this grid right here. They can't tell you that because they in the church, and you already know that the church is being run by the government, and you already know who the government is. The government is being run by the damn beasts and the archons. Can I get a no there?
Meaning their soul is the reader, the observer. And in this cosmic library, there are many books. You are a star in each book, meaning that you exist in multiple parallel realities, living out different scripts. And you visit some of those other parallel realities when you dream.
Yeah.
We literally shift our consciousness
Man.
to other parallel realities where we're living out a different script.
How many of y'all astral project? Do we got any astral projectors in the comments? And do anybody astral project? Even though I know we all do, but I'm talking about like consciously. You know what I mean? Consciously astral project. It says, turn to your neighbor and say God wants to give you a Porsche. Turn to your neighbor and say God wants to give you a Porsche. It says, use to read as you say it. It says it used to read as you say it. I don't know if that's a typo or something.
And the moment our consciousness shifts from this reality to that reality, we forget about this reality. We get amnesia. If I walk up to you in a dream and tell you that you just fell asleep, you would say, "Get out of my face, you crazy man." Because the moment your consciousness shifts to the dream world, you don't remember falling asleep. You know why? You didn't fall asleep in that world. How are you going to remember falling asleep in the dream world when that version of you in that world has its own memories? It remembers everything that it did that morning to the point when your consciousness shifted there. And if I ask you, hey man, no, you just fell asleep, you will say, no man, I got up this morning, I had breakfast at McDonald's, and you was explain your day, not knowing you just shifted your consciousness and fell asleep. And this shows you that our soul gets amnesia because it's bound to these different scripts that it's carrying out in these different realities and these different roles that it's playing. And it's shifting between roles. And you wake up from a dream and you start playing this version of yourself in this particular reality. The law of infinity proves that the past, present, and future all exist right now.
Right.
If the universe is infinite, which it is, then there's a law that governs infinity. And it's a simple law. The simple law of infinity is that infinity cannot lack anything. Infinity literally means all there is and it doesn't lack anything. If the universe is infinite and it doesn't lack anything, then there's no such thing as a blank page in the book. That would defy the law of infinity, which says that tomorrow is lacking events. There's emptiness there. It would defy the law of infinity, which says that there can be nothing lacking within infinity, meaning that the future can't be lacking. The future must already be manifested in infinity. And that is two laws that govern the fact that deja vu is proof that we were lied to about linear time, because the law of polarity and law of infinity is a solid foundation for the idea of moving forward and backwards in time. And once you add on deja vu with that, it's like, when are we gonna wake up? Because they're never gonna rewrite the religious books or science books. They're never gonna teach what I'm telling you guys now. In fact, modern science treat deja vu like a defect, like a mental phenomena that needs to be fixed, rather than a spiritual phenomena that needs to be harnessed.
Hey man, shout out to brother Sanchez, man, for dropping that. I just heard you. Yo, it's funny that you said people wearing bonnets and girdles and stuff. And I just seen the video.
Simple. I only pay $10.
I just seen the video of some dude running outside. So it was his car. His car was getting repossessed, and he ran outside with a bonnet on. It's like we're all experiencing quantum warfare, man. Tell me about it, man. You know what I mean? But like I said, man, like I said before, I'm gonna go. Y'all want to see another video? I'm gonna go to what's his name? Hold on, I'm gonna go to OG. OG probably got some crazy stuff pop real quick. Hold on, let me find OG real quick. I gotta go back and give Sanchez a like on that video. Let me give brother Sanchez a like. You know what I mean? Hold on 1 second, y'all. Where's OG? Here you go. Uh-oh. Hold on, do it again, y'all. Do it real loud. Y'all hear the box knocking? Do it again. We live right now. Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear the tap on the walls? They got the little kids, you know what I'm saying? They gotta be a little kid. They don't got no life. That's what they do. You know what I'm saying? Let me see what you're saying. Tap in from San Francisco. Who that? Is that Ronald Davis, man? All right, we're gonna watch some OG. Let me see. Millions are rewatching this clip. I never watched this video, so we gonna watch it together. This was posted 3 hours ago from Dre OG.
This compilation is diabolical. Brace yourselves. Make sure y'all watch this thing to the end. Smash that like button. Let's get like 15,000 likes on this video while we're on our way to a million subscribers. I do appreciate y'all on this journey with me. Don't believe everything you see in these videos. Make sure y'all go out here and do your own damn research. I'm not trying to get y'all to believe in anything. Let's get into this video without further ado. Just know if you're going through a tough time, you're not in this life by yourself. You're going through this thing called life together. Better. Let's get it. If there's one thing that you should hear this week, it is Anthropic's new economist. Writing in a paper that
and right before
to take a
like I said, she's a nice looking white girl. But like I said, hold on, I'm gonna be quiet for a second. I'm gonna see if the boss gonna knock on the wall. Y'all gonna do it again? Knock on the wall. Hold on, I'm gonna wake him up. Don't be shy now, y'all. Go ahead. But this is what they have their kids doing. It's sad, man. You know what I'm saying? The kids don't know no better. The kids absolutely don't know no better. You know what I mean?
1 in 3 chance. Going through this thing called life together. Let's get it. If there's one thing that you should hear this week, it is Anthropic's new economist writing in a paper that it is optimal to take a 1 in 3 chance of ending human existence in exchange for a 2/3 chance of dramatically raising living standards by a factor of 55. I don't think those trade-offs make sense. What do you think?
We're slowly getting rid of all seeds in fruits and vegetables.
Did y'all ever see that before?
It's brilliant because once every
Did y'all see this before? I've seen it before. I don't know if y'all seen it. Listen to what this devil say.
What do you think?
What Paul say? It's DB, glad to be here, bro. Keep spreading the word, and for everyone else, keep working. Daily expose, as DB said. If it stopped, we would. If it stopped, we would, but it won't. So we don't. I will never shut up, no matter what. Are you going back to work, Pauls? Somebody, somebody gotta go make that money. Go make that money, man. Get it while you can, and do your best to, try your best to save every dollar, but at the same time, treat yourself. You know what I'm saying? If it's something that you really, really want, go get it, buy it. You know what I'm saying? I just treated myself to a couple pair of sneakers. I probably won't even wear them. Maybe one day I will, but you know how it is when you get a new pair of sneakers. You don't want to mess them up. You don't want to mess with, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to mess up your new kicks, but I look at it like this, man. The Matrix is over, so you better look. I keep trying to tell the bots over and over and over. Y'all better stop banging on walls and go ahead and live your life. You better go ahead and enjoy yourself. Y'all spending all your energy trying to take the guard down. All your energy tapping on walls and doing some dumb stuff. You know what I'm saying? When you supposed to be out living your life, but this right here is just proves that they're not in their right minds. They don't have a mind. They just probably got a brain in there. You know what I'm saying? That been they probably just got a brain that already been programmed to just gangstar. Yeah, bro, the money is one of the main attacks on us. This world is coming to an end. Well, not really the world's coming to an end, but it's mainly the Matrix. I mean, the world as we know it. The world, you know what I'm saying? The world as we know it is coming to an end. It's changing. And like what that lady just said, they are obviously trying to eradicate the organics. And now we're being bombarded with the inorganics, which is the people that's banging on the walls right now.
We're slowly getting rid of all seeds.
Before you go, pause. Before you, I think you gotta go back to work. This is all their focus is on us. This is their job, it seems. See, not a job. This is their fucking life. Because they try so hard to get my attention day and night, all day. Want to synchronize with you when you open up the front door. They want to be there. They want to ride down the street. You know what I'm saying? I hear cars racing down the street. When I'm walking to the door, I stop. I won't even open it. I just let them ride on past. I be doing like just goofy shit just to try to break the synchronization, because that's all they want. They just want to constantly synchronize with you. So I just do stuff because they coming. So since they coming, I do things to try to just break it. You know what I'm saying? Just break the synchronization. But check what this dummy say about the fruits and vegetables.
We're slowly getting rid of all seeds in fruits and vegetables. And honestly, it's brilliant. Because once every apple, grape, watermelon, and tomato is seedless, guess who controls life itself? No more planting your own food. No more saving seeds for next season. Everything you eat, everything that grows, will come from our labs. And when the last natural seed is gone, that's when it gets fun. We can make them rare, expensive, maybe even licensed. Only billionaires that will have gardens, and everyone else will have to subscribe to eat. Sounds insane, right? But it's already happening. Seedless isn't convenience, it's containment. Every time you pick up a seedless fruit, you're holding a future that can't reproduce. So expect more seedless, everything. Because the easiest way to control the world is to stop it from growing. So remember to stay safe out there.
Us as people too.
He got a nerve to say, remember to stay safe out there. After you just said a mouthful of crap, and you gonna tell me to stay safe. That's that gang stalking shit too. When them bots used to say that, stay safe. Stay safe.
We're slowly getting rid of all seeds in fruits and vegetables. And honestly, it's brilliant. Because once every apple, grape, watermelon, and tomato is seedless.
You hear what he said? You hear what this devil just said? He said it is brilliant that they're getting rid of all the seeds. And it's still a bot. I'm gonna be like, nah, that's not true, D. This is conspiracy talk. And you go to the market right now and everything is seedless. Facts. There's still debate with you about this. When you know that this has already happened, this done happened 10 years ago. I started seeing seedless fruit 10 years ago. I don't even eat. I'm a watermelon dude. I love watermelon. I don't even buy it no more. All the watermelon's fake. What Freak of Nature saying? Yeah, then somebody like me who can't do chemical fertilizers, GMOs is wiped off the earth. It'll be nothing but bots who can tolerate this shit. Your DB has got that fire. I recognize real pain, and and real hardship, and the fight to survive. Love genuine, and real is not a topic or a 10. For me, it's life, a trend, like real shit, like what you just said. You said your DB has got that fire. I recognize real pain. Real, recognize real. You know how many target individuals I talk to on the phone, over the phone, and they suspect me to be a gang stalker. I'm like, hold up. If you real, you wouldn't even question my authority, because real recognize real. So if you can't recognize who I am, then that means you ain't real your damn self. Can I get a fuck no then?
Guess who controls life itself? No more planting your own food. No more saving seeds for next season. Everything you eat.
So Eric, so you got all these channels out here be like, oh man, you got to start growing your own foods. You got to start growing your own foods. What you gonna do then when they eradicate all the seeds? Where you gonna buy your seeds from? Huh? Where you gonna get your seeds from, man? The beasts know what people are trying to do. They're gonna eradicate all that. And then if you do have some seeds left and you're growing some stuff in your own little garden, they just send a fucking airplane to ride past your house and drop some crap on it. Or they get a gang stalker. They get a gang stalker come and spray on it while you sleep.
And when the last natural seed is gone, that's when it gets fun. We can make them rare, expensive, maybe even licensed. Only billionaires that will have gardens, and everyone else will have to subscribe to eat. Sounds insane, right? But it's already happening.
That's right.
Seedless isn't convenience, it's containment. Every time you pick up a seedless fruit, you're holding a future that can't reproduce. So yeah, expect more seedless, everything. Because the easiest way to control the world is to stop it from growing. So remember to stay safe out there.
Us as people too, like the fertility rate is significantly down. So I'm pretty sure that the people nowadays are seedless too.
Sprouts. What did it say? What did it say? It says Sprouts just became the first chain to sell lab-grown meatballs to customers. But see, that's what I'm saying. Like, if they telling us this, that means they've been doing it. The first chain to sell lab-grown meatballs. We probably, as far as I'm concerned, we've been eating lab-grown, lab-grown whatever. See, that's why I say. That's why I said on the other video I'm gonna drop later about are you still in the Matrix? You know, because people don't understand that the grocery stores is the Matrix. If you're going to the grocery store to get food, you're still in the Matrix. And I, of course, I go to the grocery store. I don't have a garden. I don't have cattle. I don't have chickens laying eggs. I don't have none of that. I have to go to the grocery store. So therefore, I'm still attached to the beast's system. But you got some people out here thinking that they completely out of the damn Matrix, and they clocking in every damn day. They paying taxes. They paying to live. If you're paying to live, you are in the Matrix. It ain't no such thing as going to the grocery stores and you getting packaged meats and stuff. That's not natural. Our ancestors didn't do nothing like that. We had to hunt. You had to kill. You had to provide that way. You had to go out there and certain tribes out here still today, they do that. You know what I mean? They still got tribes out here that still live the natural way. But over here in America, in other countries, UK and whatever, we still are being run by the machine. The machine runs this shit. So if you're still getting the fiat dollar, if you're still going to the stores, you are still a part of the matrix. I went to Sprouts thinking I was going to get a seeded watermelon. I was wrong. They only had seed. Yeah, you ain't gonna find it. You ain't gonna find no seed watermelons. Also, I don't think most organic is organic. Nah, hell nah.
1,160 rolls have been eliminated every single day since January.
Even I don't know if you know Tony P. Y'all know Tony P? Tony Panaloresco. I forgot. I'll butcher his last name. He's from Canada, and he was like, all that organic crap. He said ain't nothing organic. They just lying. They just getting more money from you. That's all they doing is getting more money from me, telling you that it's organic to bump up the prices, and they got people out here thinking that they eating healthier, and really you just spending more money. Can I get a no there?
January 2026 had the most announced layoffs since the 2009 recession. Every time I open LinkedIn, I see somebody I know, not a stranger, somebody I know that's been impacted by layoffs. This is becoming normal, and we need to talk about it. WSJ just came out with a layoff tracker, and big company names like Meta, Robinhood, Walmart were included. These aren't little startups that failed. These are big companies that we were told were safe.
You're going to hit us with the waves all day.
Elder millennials graduated into the recession and then finally got stable. But then COVID hit. Inflation, rising interest rates, daycare that it costs as much as your mortgage. And these aren't just jobs. These are jobs we went into debt to get. It's not just corporate. Trump's grant cuts are quietly gutting academia. PhDs, researchers, people spent a decade of their lives or more to have these careers at places that were supposed to be untouchable. Even the stable careers aren't stable anymore. There aren't enough stats comparing our generation to prior generations, but we don't even need it. We feel it. Every single time we start to get ahead, something else pushes us right back. Yep. And this is why I keep calling us the can't catch a break generation.
Local parks are great during the day. At night, different story. I live in my vehicle, and law enforcement is cracking down on people like me in cities across America. Camping overnight, illegal. Sleeping in your car, illegal. Existing without a fixed address in an increasing number of places, illegal. I'm strategic about where I park, but from time to time, I still get a knock on the door at 2 in the morning. Why? Not because I'm dangerous, not because I'm a threat, because I don't pay property taxes. I don't pay rent. I don't pay a utility company. I don't pay a landlord.
This is real, bro. I already seen videos I done posted about this, and at the same time, I'm a living witness because when I was sleeping in my car before my car got smashed up, you know, you go to the park, the police will come. Of course, the gang stalker's gonna be out there. You know what I'm saying? You go to the park at night, they're gonna have a gang stalker come and park right next to you at night. They don't know what the hell you doing out here. You know, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? And then if it ain't no gang stalkers out there, they'll send the police to come. And you already know the police gonna tell you, the police gonna come and shine their bright ass lights on your car. Been there, done that, got the t-shirt.
Remove myself from every system that depends on my compliance to function. I'm strategic about where I park, but from time to time, I still get a knock on the door at 2 in the morning. Why? Not because I'm dangerous, not because I'm a threat, because I don't pay property taxes, I don't pay rent, I don't pay a utility company, I don't pay a landlord. I removed myself from every system that depends on my compliance to function. They say this is the land of the free, but try living for free and see what happens.
Here we go. Police vehicles in
Tell
Texas
them, bro.
will now be able to hack into your phone when you drive by, even if you aren't a suspect. Texas spent
Hold on, I gotta rewind that back. Hold on, y'all.
Equipped with phone tracking surveillance tech made by Israel.
Hold on, y'all.
Compliance to function. They say this is the land of the free, but try living for free and see what happens.
You hear that right
Here we
there?
go. Police
They said that this is the land of the free, but try living for free and see what happens. Everything is a lie, player. America is Babylon. Say it again, D. America is Babylon. Do not drink the wine of her wrath. Do not drink the wine of her wrath. Try living for free, y'all, and see what happens. It's a crime now to even be homeless. You know what I mean? You see all them homeless people going through it. Hold on, y'all. I'm about to take some of my you know me. I told you I'm a heavy target individual. So I'm up here getting my herbs ready. You know what I'm saying? But I'm about to hold on. What y'all saying in the comment section? Let me read what y'all saying real quick. Let me see what y'all hit. Don't forget to hit the like button, y'all. If anybody doing better than me, man, I got super chats, cash apps. You know what I'm saying? You know y'all can support. Let me see. Let me go down and read these comments. It says, "Welcome to the police state where you don't have to commit a crime, but is that AI will use predictive models to target you for pre-crime. Due process, no rules, engagement with law enforcement." Have you ever seen Minority Report? They done gave us minority. What year Minority Report came out? 2006. You see how they give us these movies so ahead of time, just to let you know what's going on. It says been there. 2, can't even sleep in the car without being harassed by police or random homeless people. Bro, your commentary and the way you articulate things is beyond hilarious, and I find sheer pleasure watching you. You straight harass the harassers. I know they hate you. Hey, man, I appreciate you, mother of 3 and bless. Are you new to my channel, mother of 3? I don't think I've ever seen before. We must protect this man at all costs. He is the man for the job. Straight reverse psychology at the highest and throws the humiliation back at them. You got to, man, because these people are sick, and obviously they don't know it. Obviously, right? These bots don't even know how sick they are. It says, then they set you up and entrap you. They will curate your online job and housing applications, SWAT you at meetups, interview. Man, we ain't even gonna get into the damn job interviews, bro. You know what I'm saying? The job interviews, man. It's like they get a kick out of it. You know what I'm saying? It's like they get a kick out of, seeing you get dressed up and, getting ready to go on your job. just to turn you away. You know what I mean? Go ahead, brother, with the cowboy hat. Police.
System that depends on my compliance to function. They say this is the land of the free, but try living for free and see what happens.
Here we go. Police vehicles in Texas will now be able to hack into your phone while you drive by, even if you aren't a suspect. Texas spent $4.5 million on Tahoes equipped with phone tracking surveillance tech made by Israeli-based company Cogrite. This tech simulates a mobile phone tower, forcing nearby phones to connect to it, which enables cops to keep nearby tabs on any phones and devices in the vicinity. This is in a few other states too, not just Texas, and it's coming to every single state based on the UN's 2030 agenda. You can look it up on the website. They say there will be no crime by 2030, universal everything, no poverty, no hunger. Their plan is to make all these unrealistic things possible.
I gotta remind me, y'all, because I seen some videos. All you gotta do is type up on YouTube 2030 agenda, and they got a whole gang of videos. So remind me, man. Maybe I'll do it tomorrow. Maybe we go live tomorrow on that subject matter, because a lot of people keep talking about this 2030 agenda, and I just want to see what they talking about. Also, for those that don't know about the book or the audio book, it's called Behold of the Pale Horse. I forgot the writer. If y'all know the writer, put it in the comment section. Behold of the Pale Horse. I had listened to that whole. They got the audio book on YouTube for free. There's no excuse, y'all. There's no excuse. I might even go live on that one day and just let the whole thing play. I think it's like 2 hours. 3 hours, and then maybe I can build up my algorithm. You know what I'm saying? Just let it play. You know what I mean? Behold of the Pale Horse. And that book came out, I think, in 92 to 95 or something, 1995 or something. You know what I mean? So, shout out to that guy. I forgot his name, but anybody that know, you can put it in the comment section. But if you haven't listened to that audio, check it out. Behold of the pale horse. And you gonna, when you watch that, when you listen to that, you're gonna be like, damn. You know what I mean? This is where we at right now. This is all prophecy. Like going back. So we was talking about in the very beginning. Already written. Already, all this is prophetic. Ain't nobody got no free will. Because if we had free will, we wouldn't be, you know, headed for an apocalypse. Because I don't want no apocalypse. I want to have fun. Comment down below if you want to have some goddamn fun, man. You know what I'm saying? Give me a thumbs up if you want to have some fun.
Their nose up our asses to control quite literally everything about our lives without your approval. They will be surveilling everything we do. Hell, look around. They already are. Flock cameras, meta glasses, government surveillance, and kill switches in cars.
Bill Cooper.
I've been trying to tell y'all, the U.S. will be a complete totalitarian state soon, and they'll mask it as safety. You better get your plan together. My plan is to teach everyone how to step outside the system, become self-reliant, make your own money, get your own land, and learn how to self-defend you and yours with your own tribe.
You want to know what's crazy to me? Like where I get weary at with this whole situation? All right, when they try to, like, you know, when somebody's don't have the best intention for you, when the history is what it is, you know, they put out products that are terrible for us. Most of the products that they put out nowadays are terrible for us, right? Mm-hmm. But all of a sudden you care about our health and our safety. Mm-hmm. It's crazy to me. It's just that damn simple. You can't. No, you just. Man, this is diabolical. Let's keep going. I'm sorry.
You know the United States is cooked when you can fly to Japan and it's cheaper to take the flight, land there, stay for a week, go to Disney World, and it's still that entire process, and then fly all the way back would be cheaper than just driving down to Orlando for 2 days. You know the United States is cooked when you break your arm, and it would cost more for you to fix it at the local hospital than it would be to get in a flight with your whole family, fly to South Korea, go to the nearest hospital, get surgery, and then fly back.
Damn.
You know the United States is cooked when you can order 4 trucks from the Philippines online right now, and they would cost the same price after shipping them to the United States as if you were to buy 1 truck with a loan. You know the United States is cooked when you can buy a house in downtown Bangkok or in Phuket in Thailand for the cost of the down payment in the United States. Americans have been lied to, man. You are, as an American, spending more in 1 year, and you don't even own these things because all of them have debt on them. You are spending more in 1 year than what you would live in Asia spending in 10. It's a really, really crazy thing that we have settled for in the United States, that type of quality of life.
Just happened. The Department of Agriculture from the state of Maine just stopped by my house and says you need to stop selling.
I had to pause it real quick. Did y'all hear everything what my man was just saying? I mean, he was just breaking it down, bro. He looked, and I'm hearing some stuff about Thailand too, man. That's making me kind of sad too. A lot of people, because a lot of those expats, and you know, they talking about, you know, a lot of foreigners from America, and not just America, but the UK and you know, Russia, whatever. People going to Thailand and they fucking up. You know what I mean? You know, and now Thailand is, you know, cracking down and changing laws and blah blah blah. You know what I mean? So, you know, it's just a matter of time, man. It really ain't gonna be nowhere to run. Nowhere to run to, baby, and nowhere to hide. What y'all saying? You said I'll bite. Freaking, it's got like 1,000 people on it. It said the leaders are like little children as they get off on harming us with plausible deniability. They act untouchable, but have no idea that the measure you use, it will come back. Like, but see, that's why they trying to hide under the damn rocks, and that's another reason too why they trying to bust through the firmament. You see the commercial. You see the Simpsons. They trying to bust through the firmament. They can't get out. They trying to hide in the ground. They can't bust through the firmament. So they're gonna reap. They can't leave this joint. We can get out of here. All you got to do is free your mind. You know what I'm saying? We can get about this joint. I don't know about the bots. I ain't speaking about the bots. I'm talking about the woke ones. I'm talking about, you know what I'm saying, you woke. Us. You know what I'm saying? The ones tuned in right now. We can get out of here. But these people that's causing genocides all over this planet, they gonna have to pay for that shit. What Tupac say? Revenge on them niggas that paid and all the cowards that was down with it. For real.
You would live in Asia spending in 10. It's a really, really crazy thing that we have settled for in the United States.
Yeah.
That type of quality of life.
And people keep and people keep saying people keep saying that America is still the best country in the world. And I'm like, well, where have you been? They ain't been nowhere. They ain't even leave America. So how can you sit here and make that judgment? Sit here saying that America is the best and you ain't been nowhere. That's like for you to be with one girl and say that she's the best. She's the best girl I ever had. She's the best girl in the world. And you was a virgin when you met her. She was your first. You haven't experienced anybody else. So of course she was the best because your limitations is limited. But anybody that travel, like the boy Ashton Holloman and Check and Vlope and all them Ace Live, you know what I'm saying? Lord, I watch a lot of these, travelers. And trust me, they would beg to differ about saying America is the best country. Because if America was the best country, then why everybody leaving? A lot of people leaving America. Everybody ain't staying here. Only one staying here is the gang stalkers and us TIs because we ain't got no money to leave.
Department of Agriculture from the state of
Is that they're trying to shut our farm stand down.
Maine just
Crazy thing that we have settled for in the United States. That type of quality of life.
just happened. The Department of Agriculture from the state of Maine just stopped by my house and says you need to stop selling goat milk and goodies from our farm stand on our homestead. I have a long video of it. Trust me, there'll be part 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 of this. This is a minute after he just stopped by, and he says you'll be visited by the dairy police. I don't even know what they're called, but the dairy people. They're going to be stopping by shortly here to talk to me about us selling raw goat milk and how it's illegal. And anyway,
Raw goat milk.
he seems serious, so here's his information.
That's crazy. Y'all see that, y'all?
And, the cool
Brother selling raw goat milk, not the cocaine powder. He ain't say white China. It's not just surveillance, but it's the ability to augment biology at a distance remotely. They use wireless networks, various mesh networks. It is the bio-digital convergence. We had no say. America is the biggest police state, even worse than China and other known communists. I'm trying to tell you, man. That's true. That is true, bro. I don't think I don't know about the UK. You know what I'm saying? I think the UK, I said this earlier, I think the UK is like a generic version of America. You know what I'm talking about? I've never been to the UK. I don't watch all the people that I watch, all these travelers that I watch, they don't know nothing about the UK. They don't, travel there. You know what I mean? So I guess I gotta go ahead and up my information, my knowledge on the UK, but as far as I'm concerned, the UK is like a generic version of America. They got bots over there too. They lost over there. You know what I mean? It's going, and if I'm pretty sure there's a police state over there as well, because I'm pretty sure it's gang stalking over there in the UK. I'm pretty sure.
thing about my wife and I is we like to fight. Okay. And we're smart.
Okay. They like to fight too.
He seems serious, so here's his information. And the cool thing about my wife and I is we like to fight. Okay. And we're smart. Mostly my wife, but this is going to be a battle. So I'm excited for this battle, and it's going to be fun, and you're all going to be front row center about it.
Hey, we'll see, bro. Until they gang stalk your ass. You know what I mean? But God bless him. Protect that brother.
Stands for fuck them Americans.
Goat milk. Can't even sell goat milk.
FDA just stands for fuck them Americans, because why should I care about what the FDA is approving when y'all approve straight bullshit every fucking day?
Exactly.
Like, what the fuck? Shit like this is exactly what the fuck I be talking
Pop
about.
Tarts.
380 calories for 10 grams of fucking protein? Like, no. You're supposed to have at least 38 grams of protein in this, and then we got all these shitty ass fucking ingredients. You got people out here thinking they buying healthy shit and they buying bullshit. The fuck is that? What's to y'all? Out here trying to like literally outsmart people. How is any of this
Swiss rolls.
by the FDA? This is literally all bullshit. And I'm supposed to feel safe and knowing that y'all picking the right shit for me? Fuck y'all. All this shit need to be shut the fuck down.
Yeah.
Whole hour dedicated to bullshit.
Yeah, man.
Like, this is nuts.
And the kids.
400 fucking calories, 4 grams of fucking protein. And look
I
at
hope,
all this bullshit that's in. But y'all approving the right shit. All this high fructose corn syrup ass bullshit right here.
I hope they don't flag me from the Michael Jackson song playing in the background. That's my jam too. All I want to say is they don't really care about us. I don't know if y'all know that song by Michael Jackson. That's the jam though. You know what I mean? The bot's still banging on the walls, yo. They still tapping. They mad because I'm live right now talking about their dumb asses. You know what I mean? What should I do? I want to hear what she's saying. I might have to just mute it real quick. Hold on, y'all. Yo, she was going in. She was just talking about all the the chemicals in the food and the bread and the medicines. I mean, but like I said, man, y'all can hear me, right? I had to unmute it. But like I said, man, with all this going on, people still not seeing it. People still call me crazy. People still call me a conspiracy theorist, and all this is going on. You see all the little Debbies. You see all the little Debbies. She showed. You know what I mean? I've been doing my best to cut back from, the sweets and stuff. You know what I mean? Cut back. Let me read y'all comments real quick. I see a lot of comments up here. Yeah, they do sell us slavery. It's all the same, different countries, but it's all the same. Plan. Right. It's definitely all the same plan at different levels. Cause you got the Hague, and then you got the non-Hague. The Hague countries are all down with the beast. They all down with the beast's agenda, and the Hague countries is trying to like convert over the non-Hague countries. And I guess what my theory is, once they get everybody to get down with the Hague Convention, I guess that's going to be like the global New World Order agenda or some shit. It says keeping you safe and saving lives is the excuse of all abusers to keep abusing. Michael Jackson, all I want to say is that they don't really care about it. Ah, shit. Hold on. Michael Jackson jamming, bro. No doubt. You know what I mean? Give me a thumbs up if y'all can still hear me. We got 14 people in the chat. We got Billy Carlson on here.
Into the age of enlightenment.
But what that lady was saying though, she was talking about everything. She was talking about the FDA, right? Now, even on this right here, right? This is black seed oil. I advise y'all to get some. On here, it says this have not been approved by the FDA. Trust me, if the FDA had approved this, I would have left this at the stove. I don't mess with nothing the FDA approved. And you shouldn't either. And freak of nature, stay your ass out the damn hospital, man. All right, let's get it.
astronomical.
I ain't gonna tell you again.
I better take heed to what Michael Jackson said. He said they don't really care about us.
Everything feels like it's collapsing because it is. We're exiting the Kali Yuga,
The
dark
Kali Yuga.
age, and crossing into the age of enlightenment. And it feels like the whole world is falling apart. You're not imagining it. The ancient Vedic texts mapped this out thousands of years ago. They described the yugas, the great cycles of time that humanity moves through, and the age we've been living is the Kali Yuga, the darkest one, an age of materialism, deception, and forgetting who we are. But the cycle turns, and we're standing at the transition point, crossing out of the dark age into an age of light. And here's what nobody tells you, and they don't want you to know. The old systems, the ones built on lies and control, cannot survive the rising frequency. So they crack, they break, they crumble, they collapse in front of your eyes. This is not the end. This is the death rattle of the darkness. The chaos you are seeing is exactly what it looks like when the light returns and the illusions can no longer hold on. You didn't come here by accident. You came here for the turning and tuning. It's time to wake up.
So I'm generally tripping out right now because I'm looking up and I see this thing that looks like the moon.
See, this is one reason why I love the internet. And one day this probably gonna be a done deal if the power grid go out or whatever. But for us TIs that's surrounded by these fake incubators, if it wasn't for the internet, you would think that the world is fucked up like that. You would think that everybody's gone except you. But it's not. That's not really the case. It's only this fictitious simulation, this fictitious gang stalking simulation that they placed us in. Because when you watch these videos, you got Billy Carson, you got brother OG, you got this brother right here that's about to speak his mind. You just heard the sister talking. You know what I mean? This right here lets you know that it is a lot of people that woke up, and everybody is not asleep. Everybody's not gang stalking. Everybody is not banging on the walls. You know what I'm saying? You know, there is some authentic people out here. They may not be around you. They may not be in your world, but they do exist. And as long as I know that they exist, that right there give me the hope. That right there give me the hope to keep on pressing forward. You know what I mean? To let me know, okay, I'm in all reality, I'm not the only one. You know what I'm saying? There is like-minded people out there like me. They just want you, the archons just want you to believe that you out here by your damn self. You know what I mean? So they give you a fake reality show, the Truman Show. You know what I mean? To have you thinking that everybody out here is gone and you the only one, you the sore thumb. But it's all fake because people is waking up out here. Because all you got to do is go online. TikTok, YouTube, Rumble, Kick, I guess. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't watch Kick, but, you know, I don't know too much about Kick. But I know YouTube, Rumble, and TikTok, people be dropping some information. What y'all saying? We really have to watch what they're trying to do with the medical system using EMF. I know, healthcare, it ain't telehealthcare, it ain't good. Hold up. I'm using a magnifying glass to try to read your comments. Hold on. Because this should be, it says, it ain't good, and part of the reason for such surveillance, reading all body data remotely by EMF. I know, man, they all in your body. Yo, even like I just took some supplements, right? They know when I'm taking my stuff. They just start implanting still. They just keep on implanting. You know what I'm saying? To try to, you know, stay up on me. But they know. You know what I mean? DB talk about these fake couples out there. What fake couples? The fake TI couples or the fake gang stalking couples. They used to do that back in the day. They used to, you know, I didn't get much of that, but they used to. I know a lot of people used to complain about that. They have, you know, these fake couples walking past you, holding hands and shit, I seen videos on. But they didn't really sensitize me with that program. You know what I mean? But I do recall people talking about that. It's not just watching you all the time, but it's the ability to augment body functions through directed energy. I'm trying to tell you, man, if it wasn't for those directed energies, bro, this program will be weak. They're already using AI in the doctors. Hold up. AI in the doctor appointments, urgent care. A few months back, wanted me to consent, allowing AI to take my data. I don't care, man. Don't let them take shit. What's that? 100 V2K to the brain to stop you from taking good health measures. Did somebody just become a member? Welcome to the Red Pill content, man. I appreciate you becoming a member. Yeah, freak. Let's say, yeah, freak. Then think of what the AI is doing at the local police department. And speaking of the local police, you already know that they're under mind control to even go along with it too, and they scared. That's why they gang stalking. They don't want to lose their little 40K a year.
But it's moving. I swear it's moving. Y'all let me know. Look at this. Look at it right here. The moon's moving.
It's fake, man.
No,
everything. It's a hologram.
No, that's not the moon, fat. That's not the moon.
It's a hologram.
No way.
Yo.
How?
Yo, look. You can go on Amazon. I got one in my shopping cart. I was going to order it before. You can go on Amazon. It's called those light projectors. Those light projectors, you aim at your ceiling while you sleep, and it looks like the moon. You can get ocean, you can get the stars, the moon, blah blah blah. You know what I mean? So that right there solidifies the fact that we really do live in a holographic universe. Because I don't know if y'all know about the bull Michael Talbot, but he got a book called The Holographic Universe. And what we see out in the sky is just a projection. So if they give us, remember, always look at the technology that they give us. So if you can buy a projector to beam to the ceiling to show you the stars and the moon and the ocean and stuff, then that means if they can sell you that technology, then that means they already got some type of advanced projector that they can shoot up at the sky and give us this false illusion that we see a shooting star or whatever the hell we see up in the sky. Like, you got to take everything with a grain of salt. What's up? I went ahead and got this, boss. You're the real deal. I'm in the same situation as deeper than what anyone thinks. You ain't lying, bro. They have augmented these cops into super soldiers who are remotely controlled. Yo, speaking of the super soldiers, shit, what'd I do? Speaking of that super soldier, they was, rest in peace to the boy that got the channel Super Soldier. But they was saying that they was trying to super soldier us. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, man. That's a whole nother topic, man. But they was trying to say that TI, target individuals, are like super soldiers. And they trying to use us to, I looked at the time too. It says 1:44, man. On the time I've been live. Do y'all see it? Y'all see it on the time I've been live? It says 1:44, bro. Can't make it up, man. It says they do shit to influence public opinion. And if you're a target, that's how feds manipulate your life under false accusations to either kill you or lock you up. The control is on a whole other level, and they don't need a phone or a computer, man. They don't need nothing, man. But then again, I don't know though, because maybe they do need it. because what? Think about it. These gang stalkers, what did they use? They used the phones and the cell, the electronic devices, you know, to watch you. You know what I'm saying? That's why the box is always glued. That's why their face is always glued in the damn phone all day.
How? Okay, look, if this passes my screen, my phone is not moving. If this thing passes my screen, that cannot be the moon, pal. That cannot be the moon. What?
Ain't the moon, bro.
Y'all let me know. Is that the moon? Because I've never seen the moon move that fast in my life. So y'all let me know.
Might be a spaceship.
Yeah, that gave me Moonfall vibes, right?
That
You seen that movie? But look,
yeah, Moonfall. Y'all ever watch that?
Effect can happen if you set the phone still and the clouds are moving, and it gives you a delusion that the moon is moving, but
it's all fake.
To me, it don't look like his phone was moving, but let me know how y'all feel about that.
Don't want you to know this, but reptilians
who that?
created mosquitoes.
That's the alien.
To extract and monitor. I want you to know this, but reptilians created mosquitoes to extract and monitor human DNA without their consent. So the next time you ask yourself why mosquitoes were created, thank a reptilian.
A woman inadvertently discovered a reptilian.
Yo, don't this dude look like a reptilian though?
Thank a reptilian.
I don't know. He look like an alien to me.
A woman inadvertently discovered a reptilian alien disguised as a human. Her neighbor has a single wire fence gate that he walks through at the end of his front walk, but there is no fence to go along with the gate. This is characteristic of an extraterrestrial trying to blend in. Neighbors are advised to maintain a safe distance, as aliens in disguise do not take lightly to being discovered.
Or maybe he just couldn't afford the rest of the fence. He was just like, fuck it.
Let me see that again. Hold up.
Fence to go along with the gate.
What the hell?
This is characteristic of an extraterrestrial
y'all
trying
see
to
that shit?
blend in. Neighbors are advised to maintain a safe
He ain't got no gate.
trying to blend in.
He ain't got no gate. He just got the door. The front part of the. I don't know if y'all can really see that.
Neighbors are advised to maintain a safe distance, as aliens in disguise do not take lightly to being discovered.
Man, look, I'm gonna keep it real with you. I ain't worrying about the damn aliens, but I am worrying about these goddamn bots. You know what I'm saying? The aliens. Maybe the aliens ain't all that bad. I don't know. I ain't talking about the archives. You know what I mean? But there is some aliens on our side. You know what I mean? They're here to help humanity. But every extraterrestrial is not.
Or maybe he just couldn't afford the rest of the fence. He was just like, fuck it. All day.
That's crazy.
I mean, with the prices of things right now in the United States, I get it. He only could afford the front part of the gate, bro. He said, "I'm gonna fucking use it."
Are you being V2K freak to nature? I didn't know you. I don't think I remember you telling me that you being V2K. V2K.
Yeah, there's many psychological factors that go into that. Like, especially the men that grow the side of their hair, and then all this right here bald. But they don't give a damn about shit. They don't care about nothing.
Google Earth decided to drop a new AI feature in the middle of multiple wars, and fact checkers are terrified. I went ahead and used this feature, and just asked it to make a White House map with Jeffrey Epstein and redacted Epstein files, and it did do just that. This is not real, by the way. So this is all fun and games, but I want to show you something that is terrifying people across the open source fact-checking sphere. This right here. On the left is an image from Mexico, Google Earth satellite image. On the right is an AI-generated satellite image. This was generated by a man named Hank Vaness. And all he asked was put refugees near the Mexican border. And this is what he got. Now, if you just see this, that you may think that's real, but it's not. It's completely fake. This is...
Yo, I gotta admit, it says freak nature V2K. Yo, I really never even paid it no mind. You said it's in my name. I don't like to talk about it. It's not 24/7. It used to be 24/7. Do you notice it as a time abuse? Freak of nature V2K. Because Ronald Davis get V2K a lot, and also Melvin, EC Production.
A little more fake, right? You don't have just files floating around near the White House. You may, right? Who knows? But it's not like this. But this right here should terrify everyone. And people need to know what's happening with Google Earth AI right now. Spread the word.
An urgent. So here we have it, patient 0. We have our first patient. I told you the zombie virus was real. Listen to what she says.
It's definitely a zombie virus.
Wearing a face mask. Can't believe it. This is now made national news. So those of you that said it would be all over the news, this is the beginning. You didn't believe me. Said to call 999 if you see him.
Ain't no damn way.
I'm telling you, I'm getting the off, and there's
Y'all remember this video?
I'm getting the off, and everyone can either believe it or they cannot believe it. I don't give two but I am telling you right now, that back there is not real.
Y'all remember that one?
And you can sit on this plane and you can die with them or not. I'm not going to.
Do you remember this lady?
Yeah, I remember.
I'm sure you do. She became one of the internet's biggest memes overnight. But what if you never got the full story? What if this rabbit hole is far darker than anyone realized?
Do not let that plane leave. Do not let that plane leave. Being dead serious. Do not let that plane leave.
You ready? Let's go. Come on.
You heard me. Do not let that flight leave.
Yeah, do not let the flight leave, man. She said it was a monster on the plane.
It's not gonna make it to where it's not going to.
Not snakes on the plane. A reptilian on the plane.
As you can see, she wasn't just arguing with some random guy. She seemed genuinely concerned for people on that flight.
Facts.
Then she disappeared for weeks until suddenly she reappeared on TMZ and refused to explain what really happened.
What exactly you saw? Because you know, you alluded to what you saw, but like
to me, she looks subtly different. How about y'all?
They probably flashed her.
We just want to know, like, you know, what did you see?
I mean, thanks for asking that. But
Her voice sounds different.
She calmed down.
I cannot comment on it right now.
I see. This
What
is
she
the
said?
first time
She said she'd been told not to
Thanks for
come.
asking that. But I
Her voice sounds different.
have been told that I cannot comment on it right now.
I've been told I cannot comment on it right now. So who told her? Who told that lady she can't talk about it? Our bodies and brains are connected to the network. You damn right it's connected to the damn network. Who told this lady not to talk about the damn alien on the damn plane? See, this is when the Men in Black approach you and hit you with that flash. You know what I'm saying? That's when they come and hit you with the flash. She saw something that she wasn't supposed to see.
I see.
She gonna see some shit that she don't want to see. She ain't ready for it. If I ain't the greatest, then I'm headed for it.
This is the first.
Told I cannot comment on it right now.
I see. This is the first time people noticed something strange. She was wearing the same clothes, the same earrings, but many viewers couldn't shake the feeling that something about her seemed different.
When I saw it, I was like, that doesn't look like her. We didn't know who she was for the first couple weeks. Like, they couldn't even find a name. She started a new Twitter account when she posted this video. The first person she followed was TMZ. So people started doing like some AI face detection. There's this guy that does it online professionally, and he says if you get a score 0.6 or below, it is the same person. He put videos that were on the plane, videos that were outside the plane of the real Tiffany.
And it's not her.
1.2. Guys, I was not expecting
It's
this.
not her?
This makes me really interested.
And then
What
things
the
got
hell?
even
Hold on.
And he says if you people started doing like some AI face detection. There's this guy that does it online professionally, and he says if you get a score 0.6 or below, it is the same person. He put videos that were on the plane, videos that were outside the plane of the real Tiffany.
And it's not her.
1.2. Guys, like, I was not expecting this. He's like, this makes me really interested.
And then things got even stranger. After TMZ, she appeared on Fox News. This time, her story had changed completely.
Wow.
What did you see?
I did not see anything.
Damn.
You didn't see anything.
No, I wish I did. It would have been a way better story.
You didn't see anything. Then what were you saying? That mother effer isn't real.
Yeah, the language. I've been working on that. It was talking to a specific person that I had an altercation with.
Nah.
It was just a figure of speech.
Nah. See, I ain't see.
when you're-
I ain't see all this, y'all. Did y'all see all this? I ain't see all these. I ain't know she had all these interviews. Look what the OG looking. Look at the OG looking like, yeah, right. I ain't see. This is new to me. I didn't know she had all these interviews on these talk shows. They done probed her. Either somebody, they just said that it's not the same lady. They just said it's not the same lady. They said they did some type of facial recognition. So they done switched her. The real one probably got knocked off. You see what I'm saying? You see what I was just talking about in the other video? I said, man, you ain't no telling nigga knock. I think that's what they trying to do to the TIs. I think they trying to knock you off, get rid of you, and put the clone out. They're gonna put a clone version out and have the clone. The clone is gonna be the one that's gonna be obedient and is gonna gang stalk 24/7.
Was TMZ. So people started doing like some AI face detection. There's this guy that does it online professionally, and he says if you get a score 0.6 or below, it is the same person. He put videos that were on the plane, videos that were outside the plane of the real Tiffany.
And it's not her.
1.2. Guys,
Nah.
I was not expecting.
Now
this.
she ain't sold out. I don't think she sold out. I think they either cloned her and might have unalived the original version, or they mind controlled or probed her or something. The technology is so crazy in advance.
Then things got even stranger. After TMZ, she appeared on Fox News.
They're definitely trying to replace
this
us.
time, her story had changed completely.
They put a bot
What did you
version.
see?
I did not see anything.
You didn't see anything.
No, I wish I did. It would have been a way better story.
You didn't
Bull
see
crap.
anything. Then what were you saying? That mother effer isn't real.
Yeah,
that language.
the language. I've been working on that.
The language.
It was talking to a specific person that I had an altercation with. It was just a figure of speech, not a good one, But when you're worked up and you're spiraling out of control, you're not really like thinking your words clearly through.
Oh, trust me, I know exactly.
And it
Yeah,
didn't
whatever.
stop there. Over the years, her version of events has continued to change.
And look at her. She looks different right here, too. Am I tripping? Let me know if I'm tripping, y'all.
That's crazy.
Each interview raised even more
She got a beak on her in this one.
She got what?
questions than answers. Get
A
me
beak
off
on
this
her
plane.
nose?
I had taken a pain pill at like 5 a.m. that morning, and this is the first time I've ever told anybody this. Went to PT and everything, came home. Like, I really thought it'd probably be out of my system. I was gonna drink a couple glasses of
I'm surprised to see you here, Athena. You ran from me. You got scared and took off from me, Athena. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you joined the show. My number ain't changed either.
wine, get on the plane, and pass out. I thought I was super relaxed. Nope. We just kind of got into an altercation, but like it wasn't enough to like storm off a plane. It wasn't enough to make a scene. What was making sense in my head, because I was in an altercation, I was like, this dude's not being real.
Something about this whole story just doesn't add up. That's why people are still asking, was it all an elaborate media stunt? Or did that woman become a victim of the very thing she had witnessed?
Isn't it weird that during the 90s and 2000s, the entertainment industry was obsessed with cloning? Pokemon, Star Wars, Spy Kids, The Sixth Day.
The Sixth Day. You ever see The Sixth Day? What you just said, Pulse, is 100%. Digital clones are used in a broadcast system to the brain and the body of the person. They want to be you. They don't just want to be like you, but they want to take what is yours, namely our identity. That is true. The Sixth Day is the truth, man. Arnold Schwarzenegger, let my ass off. They be manipulating trust with the V2K and the stuff they say. Athena, I'm the realest that you ever met. Just know that. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta ever think or second guess that I'm one of them motherfuckers. Y'all still there? That thing, it just, my live looked like it was about to shut off. I think it reloaded or something. Let me see. Y'all still there? All right. But yeah, unless they try to clone me or something and put another false DB out or something, you know what I mean? But right now I'm here for the Most High, so I ain't worrying about them. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
They put it in fiction to desensitize us to what they're actually doing. Around that time was when the first animal and human cloning experiments were taking place. And this process isn't as difficult as it seems either. They simply swab the animal's mouth and plant those cells into an embryo. You don't even need stem cells. Then they use a surrogate to carry the clone. And it doesn't stop with animals. In 2001, 3 scientists came together to try and create the first human clone. To this day, it's still federally legal in the US, but they decided to do it in this country instead.
Arrived in Israel today, hoping to pave the way for human cloning here.
Interesting. A cult by the name of Raelian Society created the company Clonade in 1997 and claimed they successfully created the first human clone in 2002. Her name was Eve. It's been speculated
they've been cloning.
Clone in 2000.
It's a movie on how many of y'all watch Tubi? Anybody watch Tubi? They got some good old movies on Tubi. I forgot the name. It's one movie called The Brain. If y'all ever get a chance, if you're bored, if DB Gangsta Simulation ain't on, which is impossible, I'm always on, but watch the movie The Brain on Tubi. And that movie came out in 1979 or some shit. You know what I mean? And then there's another one called damn, what was the name of that movie? Was it Mind World or something? I'm not sure. I gotta go back and look it up. But the other movie called The Brain. Watch the movie called The Brain. You gotta, don't be afraid to watch these older movies. I know it might look like, and actually it was actually pretty good. It wasn't, it's not as corny as you might think. You know what I mean? Because, you know, sometimes we don't want to be going back in time watching something old because it look all Afro-y and everything. But them old movies got Jews in it too.
Her name was Eve. It's been speculated that this is one of the many clones created by the 3 scientists we talked about
Even before then.
Under oath in Florida, the CEO of Clonade said the baby girl was born in Israel. In 2004, the Clonade website claimed that they've cloned family members for celebrities and political leaders.
Yeah.
They also said that eventually,
you hear that?
For celebrities and
I believe my family members are cloned. They all gang stalkers. They don't understand shit.
Of Clonade said the baby girl was born in Israel. In 2004, the Clonade website claimed that they've cloned family members for celebrities and political leaders. They also said that eventually they would be able to make fully grown adult clones instead of just babies. And that's when things started getting weird, right? All of a sudden, people start making connections between celebrities from the past looking strikingly similar to modern-day celebrities, or celebrities dying and then suddenly
it's called doppelgangers or some shit. These celebrities are they just swapping new bodies. These celebrities. Remember that video I did when the lady was saying that they wanted her to sign her contract for a billion years or something, so that way when they die, when these celebrities die, they reincarnate and they right back in Hollywood all over again, making movies, and then they die and come back and die and come back. That's very, very interesting too. That really did just let you know how long has this shit been going on. If that's the case, if these same celebrities is dying and coming back to play in the movie, how long has this shit been going on?
That's when things started getting weird, right? All of a sudden, people start making connections between celebrities from the past looking strikingly similar to modern-day celebrities, or celebrities dying and then suddenly a slightly different version of them appears. A good example would be Kanye West. Every time he called out the power structures controlling the music industry, he suddenly had a mental breakdown, was hospitalized, and then came back completely different.
I told y'all.
Also,
Yeah.
was hospitalized.
Y'all hear that right there? Where you at, Freakin' Nation? Kanye West taken to LA hospital following disturbance call. Look, all I'm saying, y'all, all I'm saying is do your best. Do your best, people. And stay out them damn hospitals, man. That's all I'm saying. I'm of course, you know, of course, if you seriously have to go, then okay. But do your best. It says, how are your dreams? They be attacking at night. I had a dream with people that said all target individuals have movies and shows. When I asked them, they said there are more people like you, Bloodline. Man, speaking of dreams, I'm having dreams about people that I know and people that I don't know. And it's people that I don't even care about, basically, in my dreams. People that you don't even really care to even, you know, you don't even deal with them and socialize with them. You know what I mean? I had a dream last night that I was going to some type of field trip and we grown. Everybody on this field trip is grown. We on this big ass YOLO school bus, and we all grown. Like, we wasn't kids, we were grown. Beards, everything. Grown men, grown women. You know what I mean? And there was everybody around me was bots because they was all attracted to me. Everybody kept their eyes on me. It was weird as hell. I'm trying to tell you these dreams, but I'm trying to these simulated dreams, man, that they beaming on us. I don't be believing that shit.
And then came back completely different. Also, Britney Spears was rumored to be dead, and he was even posted by Sony music label.
But speaking of Britney Spears, did y'all see that video? She got a video, an animated video that she destroyed the cloning lab. She destroyed the cloning lab on one of her videos. You can look it up, watch it. Britney Spears did a video that she destroyed the cloning lab. It's an animated video.
Was rumored to be dead, and he was even posted by Sony music label before they said they were hacked. But if you look at this document from a court case, it says Britney Jean Spears, deceased. And this slippery slope is why IVF is a crime against humanity. People are allowing doctors to take their eggs, and after implantation, there are typically some left over.
So Chris Brown's look different.
Doctors are doing that.
So Chris Brown look different.
That's why IVF is a crime against humanity. People are allowing doctors to take IVF is a
now check it out. Speaking of that right there, going back to the Bible, let us make man in our own image, after our own likeness. The cloning been going on for a long damn time. Let us make man. Who is this talking? Was that, some people say it was the Anunnaki, Elohims, the Archons, whatever. I don't know. I don't remember. Maybe I do know. I just don't remember. I don't know. Let us make man in our own image. If that's not cloning, then what the fuck is? Okay? After our likeness. Somebody is making people in a damn laboratory. We are like partially clones from whoever made us. You know what I mean? Maybe we like the clones that woke up. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we the clones that woke up. It's the, oh yeah, break the ice, the Britney Spears break. Oh yeah, break the ice. That's the video. Okay, that's the okay. The Britney Spears break the ice video is a good video. You have Anunnaki bloodline. You have pure bloodline. Yeah, man. They said there's an Anunnaki that said it. The way they act and behave on all levels matches what the fallen angels are like. But who knows? They could be shape-shifting. But it can only be a few things, clones or shape-shifting. Man, look. There's so much going on, bro. But at the end of the day, you just be want to know who are we? What the hell are we? You know what I mean? What are we, man? Am I a clone from something else? I mean, obviously we're like clones even from our parents. Basically, I got 2 daughters. My 2 daughters are a clone of me and their significant and their mother. You know what I mean? We're all clones, right? Clone humans, clone babies, clone meats, clone sheeps.
Crime against humanity. People are allowing doctors to take their eggs, and after implantation, there are typically some left over. What do you think doctors are doing with them?
So, on June 27th, I don't know if you all were aware, your president,
I
ex-president,
can't really hear her.
Joe Biden,
Her skin is beautiful. I don't know if she got makeup on.
the nation. And boy, the way they play in your face, it's hilarious. Stay tuned to these clips, because I'm going to show you the first one from June 27th.
I don't know why she's whispering. Some people need a microphone.
And then I'm going to take you back. I got your hold on.
Get up! Get up now!
Uh-oh.
And continue this fight!
Uh-oh. That's a clone right there.
My fellow Democrats, in this 250th year of our founding, let's get back up. Let's be the country we know we can be. Fair, equal, honest, decent. A country where we give hate no safe harbor. A land where we treat everyone with dignity and respect. A nation that's a beacon, a shining beacon to the rest of the world as we've been.
Commenting on Athena comment, it was saying that the military taking a group of us, experimenting us on chairs. That remind me of Manchurian Candidate with Denzel Washington. You ever see that movie? Manchurian Candidate, when it was when the CIA was mind controlling them and crap. I'm gonna have to watch that movie again. It's been a while since I've seen that. CIA mind control, done on all celebrities, major trauma to evoke invisible power. It's all about compromising you, then using the blackmail, man. That's all they want to do, man. Just control and compromise. Hey, bro, how you doing? Nicole checking in for your live. What's going on, Nicole? I'm glad you're here. You 2 hours late, Nicole, but guess what? As long as, if they don't, you know, you can always hit rewind if they don't take away this live. The military is operating domestically, closed running game on us. Man, where's Jesus? Will somebody get Jesus on the phone right now, man? Tell him, come and get us out of this mess. Jesus on the main line, come and get us out of this mess.
Folks, I guarantee we can do this. And we will. We just need to remember who the hell we are. We're the United States of America. There's really nothing beyond our capacity if we act together. So let's get up and fight back, God darn it.
Oh, he about to say God. He about to say God damn it.
We're the United States of America. There's really nothing beyond our capacity if we act together. So let's get up and fight back, God darn it. Thanks.
Well, he sounds like he's back to normal. I can't make this shit up. And let's go back down memory lane again and again.
I never seen the original Frank Sinatra one. I never seen that one. I just seen the Denzel one. My father liked these reptilians. This is my father like these reptilians is bugging. DB man, thanks for pointing on this fake scripted garbage and much more, dude. It's very needed. Hey man, I appreciate y'all being here, man. You know what I'm saying?
Impact on the
What the hell is he saying?
choice, the idea that they're gonna. I'm proposing that everybody they pay. The millionaires pay 1%. So no one after.
Just clown, just clown entertainers. I don't even know what he. The voice is muffled.
And wants to get away with get rid of the ability of Medicare to for the ability for us to be able to negotiate drug prices with big pharma companies. What I'm going to do is fix
the big pharma companies.
But I swear Trump ain't shit though.
I gotta rewind that back. I don't know what they laughing at. Let me see that. I can.
For what I've been able to do with the COVID, excuse me, with dealing with everything we have to do with look, if we finally beat Medicare, we finally provide housing for Black Americans, the impact on the choice, the idea that they're gonna. I'm proposing that everybody they pay. The millionaires pay 1%. So no one after. I do not raise the cost of Social Security for anybody. I got my handicap, which when I was vice president, down to a 6. And wants to get away.
The hell this dude talking about?
The ability of Medicare to
now how the hell
us to be able to negotiate drug prices with big pharma companies. What I'm going to do is fix the tax system, for example.
It's funny how he said negotiate drug prices.
For the ability for us to be able to negotiate drug prices with big pharma companies.
Be able to negotiate drug prices with the big pharma companies. Now let me see you go ahead and negotiate some drug prices and see if the feds don't come. You know what I mean? And get your ass up out of here. You know what I mean? What's that? I'm triangulated by clowns. Where I live in LA. Somebody got some ice cream. Stumbling and bumbling, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that died. That what is it? I think you not hate. What is it called? Damn, that dialected. I know what you're talking about. I forgot what, cause you spelled it wrong on there, but I forgot what it's called. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, but they create the crisis. You know what I mean? And then they come, you know, it's like basically they're the devil. They play the devil and God at the same damn time. The so-called 9/11, they did that, and then all of a sudden they come to the rescue and act like they trying to save the people. You know what I'm saying? Hillian dialectic, right? Ain't that what you talking about? And it was called Hillian dialectic or some shit? Yeah.
What I'm going to do is fix the tax system, for example.
But I swear Trump ain't shit though.
They God and Satan.
The total initiative relative to what we're going to do with more border patrol and more.
Looking at him.
Problem, reaction, solution.
President Trump.
I really don't know what he said at the end of that sentence. I don't think he knows what he said.
He said, you see that? You see what Trump just said? I don't think he know what he said either.
Asylum officers.
President Trump. I really don't know what he said at the end of that sentence. I don't think he knows what he said either. Look.
I don't even think he know what he said. I got the hiccups now.
How about in this video?
Throw the whole government away.
Please, at this point, you see that? You see what she just said? She said, at this point, throw the whole government away. For real. Throw the whole government away, man.
Take it anyway.
You got somebody like that.
Recommendation for you all today. Trippy Reed.
You got somebody like that talking, and that's your president.
Maybe Lord.
Big book recommendation for you all today.
Ringmakers of Saturn.
Trippy Reed to add to your arsenal. Ringmakers of Saturn by Norman Bergman. He dedicates this book to all people in a peaceful quest of knowledge. Presented herein are pictures of immensely large, enormously powerful extraterrestrial space vehicles located in the vicinity of Saturn and its moons. These photograph revelations are reinforced by and are consistent with scientific data extending over centuries, as far back as Galileo. The pictures have been obtained by the author using simple, repeatable enhancement techniques applied to publicly available NASA photographs from Voyager.
They always have the solution before they create the problem. For real. That brings about the reaction. Because you know why? Because they create simulations. They create digital simulations first. They have everything mapped out of what's going to happen and how it's going to take place. They have okay, this is the problem, and then they have, you know, the reaction, how the people are going to react to the problem, and then they have the solution. So they have, you know, these fake simulations that they create before they go ahead and drop the bomb on us. You know what I mean? I'm trying to tell you, this is crazy. It's all about playing both sides off in a scripted way to get the result they already planned for, and we will not take the solutions when we see the same ones who create the problem pose as savior. I know it was the blood.
1 and 2 flybys of Saturn. Having been obtained by pre-scheduled flight programming, Voyager photographs are scientifically unique in that they are strictly impersonal. Why I find this book interesting is because people like this 40 years ago were discredited and called insane and crazy. Now come to find out, 2025, 2026, look at what has been recently declassified by the Pentagon over the past couple of years in terms of extraterrestrial vehicles and UFOs. The existence of extraterrestrial space vehicles of enormous size and power is a fact. All photograph negatives examined by the author have revealed no direct evidence of beings. However, a strong implication that extraterrestrials do exist arises from electromagnetic vehicles being positionable. A source of intelligence is required to accomplish stability and control for positioning. This observation is a fallout from noting that the inner and outer diameters of Saturn's A, B, and C rings have remained substantially but not identically the same over a period of years. From a design viewpoint, electromagnetic vehicles represent ultra-superlative achievements in nuclear physics, aeronautics, astronautics, magnetohydrodynamics, and engineering. Inferentially, such attainments only can be achieved by a long-term, goal-oriented, non-self-destructive society.
I think that NASA's fake. Does that mean all the other space agencies are faking it too?
Look at this guy.
What, you mean like China?
白色的是云海是吧？哦，这里是黄呀。
India just landed on the moon. Oh yeah.
This good.
You mean like China?
白色的是云海是吧？哦，这里是黄呀。
India just landed on the moon. Oh yeah. In a cartoon.
जी हाँ, आप अपने स्क्रीन पे देख सकते हैं कि हम लैंडर मार्च.
SpaceX has been to outer space too. They're private industry, not government. SpaceX? I mean fake X?
Fake X. Fake
Come
X.
on now. Well, when NASA goes back to the moon, you won't be able to deny it anymore. Hope they pick up their guy. What guy? The guy who stayed behind to film them leaving the last time?
3, 2, 1. Ignition. Right away, Houston. Vector good. X-Thought. Good order. Roger, you have good thrust. Okay, 30 seconds. 308, your number.
This is 100% proof that they do not want you to know what is real and what is not.
Fact.
Yesterday, I posted this clip of Marco Rubio, the Secretary of State, declaring that if you criticize Israel, the United States will revoke your visa.
Damn.
Implemented a vigorous new visa policy.
that will prevent foreign nationals from coming to the United States to foment hatred against our Jewish community.
And woke up this morning to a community note claiming that this video of Marco Rubio is AI and that he did not say this. If he didn't say this, it's irresponsible to post it. And I'm just like, yo, this is the transcript from the official State Department website. He says, quote, "We must stand in solid."
Uh-oh. Hold on, we gotta get
Besides Israel.
Businesses in small towns.
I think this is like the first ad that popped
selling
up.
on Amazon, like Planetary Design coffee gear.
That was like the first ad that popped up.
This wasn't how it was supposed
Second
to go.
one now.
Long hours, tight budgets, and feeling stuck year after year. Life got in the way for a while, and that's okay. But today, you're changing that with an online program.
Well, the United States will revoke your visa.
We have implemented a vigorous new visa policy that will prevent foreign nationals from coming to the United States to foment hatred against our Jewish community.
And woke up this morning to a community note claiming that this video of Marco Rubio is AI and that he did not say this. If he didn't say this, it's irresponsible to post it. And I'm just like, yo, this is the transcript from the official State Department website. He says, quote, "We must stand in solidarity with Israel. We have implemented a vigorous new visa policy that will prevent foreign nationals from coming to the United States to foment hatred against our Jewish community. We are holding international organizations and nations accountable for rhetoric against Israel." This is verbatim what he said in the clip. It's all right there, 100% not AI. So I started to do a little digging to try to figure out what the heck is going on here. Remember this lady, the Israeli AI policy expert, talking about how they can use AI to quote-unquote correct the digital world.
Which means that instead of trying to control the whole world and trying to somehow manage what's happening in this big blob of Wikipedia and social media, we can go directly to the companies with clear technical and advocacy solutions. For the first time, there's a path to correcting the digital world.
They really don't beat the stereotypes, do they? Anyway, the way Community Notes works is that it allows everyday users, quote unquote, to go in and say, add helpful context, facts, or corrections to posts. And they say this is not managed by the corporate staff, but is actually approved by a community of contributors using a consensus algorithm. Now that sounds like something that you can bot. In fact, Netanyahu and his allies have been caught using armies of bots to influence social media discourse, as reported in the Times of Israel. So you can imagine, one account writes the community note claiming that the very real video...
It's raining again outside. Is it raining where y'all at? Is it raining where y'all at? I see y'all dropping these comments. Let me see if I can catch up with some of these comments. What's it called? Said, yeah, the moon landing was in Vegas. It says all we are shown and think we know, we don't know anymore is all fake. Brave web browser blocks ads. Don't block mine though. I need y'all to watch my ads. You know what I'm saying? So I can get a couple of dollars. What else? You said the ads are annoying. You gotta, you know what I'm saying? Well, you know, that's, you know, I do my best. It says Brave web browser blocks them by default. Firefox, you have to download it. Again, we can see the crisis made here, and we can see that by controlling the topics, they can give you their false choices. Facts. It is time. It is time. It is time. The time is now to wake up, people. You know what I'm saying? Tomorrow may never come. We gotta wake up now.
Code that I posted of Marco Rubio is AI, and then a bunch of bots swarm in and create this consensus to say, "Yep, thank you so much. Super helpful." You see, AI is now becoming a tool for them to muddy the waters, because guess what? The entire campaign against Israel isn't coming from the fact that we don't like Jews or we don't like Israel. It's coming from all of us collectively viewing these horrific videos, tens if not hundreds of thousands of people being blown up, a genocide broadcast in 4K, and then political leaders saying the most dystopian shit, and then all of a sudden now they can go, "Nope, that didn't happen. We didn't say that. It was AI." This is literally 1984 The party told you to reject the evidence of your eyes and ears. It was their final and most essential command.
That's a fact. Y'all seen them do the same thing in this video with the Google Maps situation. Like, the average person can now go in and do that. But we also seen it with TV shows, like old TV shows, like we were talking about before. Now they pay people to paint chemtrails in the Disney videos and different things like that. Like even the restaurants, they're changing. Bro, it's all for distraction and to keep us guessing on what's going on and keep us with theories. But I'm pretty sure most of us know what's going on, but we're gonna keep continuing to lock in. This is interesting.
What they say the Lincoln Memorial looked like. It was like in the middle of a swampland. Look at that. Middle of the swampland, no roads visible at all. Literal swamp, no construction. It just looks like brand new and pristine. How are you gonna get all of that marble, that stone, all of that material there? Look at that little like wooden shanty right here. Like the supposed construction shack or whatever. Those same people building that shack supposedly built this in the middle of a swamp. To the cathedral vaults underneath the Lincoln Memorial. Let me see if I can find that article, because it's funny. They always talked like there was a secret entrance or a secret lower level of the Lincoln Memorial for, I guess, some odd reason. Let me see if I can find the article. Beneath the Lincoln Memorial lies a massive 50,000 square foot subterranean foundation. Just look, 50,000 square foot subterranean foundation known as an undercroft. Originally built in 1914, they say, to keep the monument from sinking. But they are now allowing the undercroft to be explored by tourists.
This radome, guys, isn't this insane? You want to see what's even more insane, though?
Yeah, what's that?
Look at how close we are. We're right in the neighborhood.
That's crazy.
Isn't that nuts?
Oh, yeah.
Right next to the houses, guys.
What the
That's
fuck?
a 5,000 watt rotating microwave beam.
Damn.
X-band, same frequency neighborhood as your Wi-Fi router. Just orders of magnitude more powerful. Mounted on a
You said he
steel
messing with your
tower,
storage?
surrounded by residential homes, operating 20.
You said he messed with your storage. You gotta delete some stuff. So I had to clean my phone out. Somebody said it's nice. You said we had the heat wave too in PA, and that's the reason why we're getting a lot of rain right now, because it was so humid. Athena, I'm not sure what you mean, but you can copy your pictures and stuff off the phone and do a factory reset and clean it out. Yeah, you can also, if you got a laptop, you can transfer some of your data onto your laptop. Somebody said that looks like it should be on a Navy boat. You ain't lying. Look at this crap, man. And people would just be going along with it. What did he say it is? Some type of radiation ball. And then you wonder why the people on mind control. You wonder why people on mind control because of this.
Look at how close we are. We're right in the neighborhood. Isn't that nuts? Right next to the houses, guys. That's a 5,000 watt rotating microwave
ball.
S-band, same frequency neighborhood as your Wi-Fi router. Just orders of magnitude more powerful. Mounted on a steel tower, surrounded by residential homes, operating 24 hours a day, 365 days a year.
Kind
The
of shit is
FCC
that?
says the power drops off fast with distance. That's technically true, but nobody's measured cumulative chronic exposure in the houses right next to it. Nobody's required to neither.
That's crazy.
See, they got the security.
Uh-huh.
Visitors are subject to consent for inspection, but there's no site tag name, guys.
Shout out to
Anyway.
shout out to the brother that's making a complaint, because if you talk to the bots, they gonna just ride right past it like, oh, look at this big ball, that's pretty, and they just keep on going. They don't realize that this is causing damage to your Akashi records, your DNA. They changing your whole biofield. You know what I'm saying? They inside the body, the cells, the cellular damage. You know what I mean? That what they doing with this big ass machine. Hold on, I just want to make sure y'all see this big ass machine, man. Big ass ball. What the hell is that? Don't worry, it's fine. It ain't gonna hurt you. And then while you sleep, ain't no telling what's going on. They wonder why you getting these weird dreams with these towers they got. What am I, it says nothing like forced relocation. Yeah. Now that will be forced relocation done. These people will make complaints. Then the cops will show up at your place doing a wellness check. You ain't lying, bro. For real. And then they'll label you crazy because you complained about it.
That's there, guys. And there's your houses. Pretty fucking wild.
That's crazy. That's a house right next to the sucker.
This thing's cooking the sky right now. You can see what it's doing. See those lines? There's 5G EMF radio waves being blasted off this thing into the sky.
I don't believe it's 5G.
Blocks out our sun.
I don't believe it's 5G. That might be 50G.
Check it out.
They got to put all this stuff out to keep
to dim out.
They put all this stuff out because you know everybody keep talking about the solar flares and everything. You know, we supposed to be getting activated and waking up. It's supposed to be a mass awakening. So they got all this technology to basically, you know, block it. You know, block the frequency waves from, you know what I mean? So they just constantly just, you know, give you the poison foods and all these EMF waves and stuff that'll just stop you from waking the hell up. You know what I mean? And even, you know, becoming a god. You know what I'm saying? You never know. You know what I'm saying? You might even become Transformers. You know, more than meets the eyes. You know what I mean? You ever see Super Sale? You said scramble it, man. You can't scramble this shit. Not nothing big like that. Aluminum foil ain't working.
The sun. See those lines? That's not naturally occurring. That's happening because of what's on top of this tower. And you guys should start noticing them out in public. They're everywhere, dude.
Everywhere.
And we live on this big ass, like, weather grid now, where they're controlling our weather and they're minimizing the amount of sunlight we get, right?
Did somebody just say that in the comment that they control the weather?
See that panel?
Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that.
I never noticed those on top of the water
Me
towers.
neither.
Wow.
I never
When
noticed.
start doing that.
Yeah, man, ain't no tell. They probably did that during the whole vid 25.
When they decided to start putting them frequencies and cooking the sky. Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that looks nice. That's what I'm talking about. See, look. This is what I've been trying to manifest right here for the last 30 years. This. Not no gang stalking. This is what I've been trying to manifest. You're gonna tell me I manifest some gang stalking symbol. I ain't manifest that crap. I've been trying to manifest this right here. This beautiful luxurious home. I'm gonna let this ad play for a little bit. How long? It's like 20-something seconds. Look at this. That's what I'm talking about. Why can't my life be like this? Beautiful and shit. Them bots gotta go tear it up. This is what I want. They're gonna try to tell me. This is what I like candles for. To try to manifest this into my reality. That and either fuck a bot up. That's it. These people play too much. Don't believe the hype, y'all. Don't fall for the okie doke. Don't fall for the. They want you to have. They want to have you thinking that you created this reality. No, the hell you didn't. Because anybody in their right mind want to go through this crap every day.
My bad.
Our government's owned by Israel and they're controlling the weather.
Oh, I got the answer when they decided to start putting them frequencies and cooking the sky. Oh, okay. Yeah. My bad.
Our government's owned by Israel and they're controlling the weather. They're dimming our sunlight out.
Yeah, agents mess with the manifestation. I believe that.
People don't even realize.
I believe that. I believe that that's what they do.
No idea.
I believe that these archons are stopping our manifestation. You really helped me, so I'm sure you're helping others.
Look up, right?
She might look down at her phone. She won't look up in the sky. And she will never, ever on her own think about that and that, right? Because that's how asleep people are. People have no idea.
They have no idea.
But will never, ever on her own think about that and that, right? Because that's how asleep people are. People have no idea what's actually happening right now. Look how it's always in the way of the sun. That's not by accident.
You know what?
Because you're about to learn.
You know what's amazing, y'all? It is amazing that you're woke right now. If you are woke and you can understand the words that are coming out of my mouth, and you understand this video and you see through the matrix, man, it is amazing. It is a blessing, because all you got to do is look around and see how asleep everybody is. And you see how asleep everybody is, you be like, damn, how the hell, I'm the only one in this dark city. Another movie I recommend, watch it, Dark City. Like, how the hell I'm the only one in this dark city that can see the light. And everybody around me is cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. So you got to always take that into consideration, man. And don't get me wrong now. It's not peaches and cream just because you woke. Because it is hell. It is hell being woke when you surrounded by a bunch of sleep people. It's not easy. It's not easy being isolated. It's not easy not having no friends. It's not easy, not being able, me not having a girlfriend, you know what I'm saying? A significant other. I don't have no relationship with my daughters. They don't call. Hi, Dad. I don't get none of that. I love your dad. You know what I'm saying? I don't get none of that. You know what I mean? But you gotta have some thick ass skin, some alligator skin. You have to develop that. One thing about the body adapts to its environment. Either you're gonna adapt or you're gonna die. I'm gonna say it again. Either you're gonna adapt or die. So I had to learn how to adapt through the pain, because it's gonna be a lot of pain, player. You know what I mean? So that's what you're gonna have to do, because your family gonna forsake you. Everybody gonna forsake you. Even the Bible told you they was gonna forsake you. But you got to stay strong. Let me see what y'all saying in the comment. They have created an environment that is anti-human, and also turns us into a battery to be fed on. Anti-human. Is that why they're trying to get rid of all the humans? So it could be a bunch of anti-human beings out here. Yep. We know how these jokers roll, dirty and low as can be, for real. I think more come. Oh shit! Hold up. The comments. It says. Okay, yeah, I seen that comment. Let me go down. It's really a miracle that has been done to keep staying awake no matter how much the truth hurts. Them bots are too invested in other people's lives, which don't make no damn sense. That's what I'm saying. Like, who are these people? They gotta be taken over. Nobody in their right mind will be that interested in another individual's life. That's sick. It's sinister. It's diabolical. I definitely understand that my family is the one that, let's say, hooked me right on up. What do you mean by the hooked you right on up to what? To being gangsta? I've got the dum-dum on video, but when I went to go and call tow, she decided to move her car or something. What's going on with that? So we had to get your car towed or something? Must be something I missed. Get a tire clamp. Yeah, it must be something I missed. It's sick how far they would go, torturing real life stuff. That's what I'm saying. Like in order for people to do something like that, you gotta be bodified. I agree, they are demonic, taking over, man. These people are definitely demonic, taking over. body snatched. I miss being human. We're no more human than them. I miss having my apartment. I miss doing the normal things. Things in life. I miss going out. We can't do those things anymore. Man, look, I just said it earlier. I bought me 2 brand new pairs of sneakers, right? I just decided to treat myself. Bought myself a couple pair of sneakers, and I tell myself, I'm like, really, I just did it just to do it because I haven't treated myself in so long. You know what I'm saying? The last time I bought a pair of sneakers was when I went to the mall. I filmed that too. That was probably like, what, 4 years ago? I went to the mall. I repost that video if y'all never seen it. I bought the LeBrons. That was the last time I bought a pair of sneakers, man. It was like 4 years ago, around the Hovid 25 time. And I was sitting there saying, now I got these kicks, right? But at the same time, I know I'm not going nowhere. You know what I mean? Everybody is bots. You know, my car is still down. You know what I mean? You know, I'm still waiting on the lawsuit money. You know what I mean? They taking a slow ass time. You know what I mean? So, and it's just, you know, I just be like, damn. You know, what's the sense of going out shopping, buying a bunch of clothes and sneakers and stuff, and you really, you know, I'm not gonna say you can't enjoy it, but it's not the same no more. Cause all you're doing is you just getting dressed. Who you getting dressed up for, really? Just besides yourself. You getting dressed up to yourself, okay. But you're not getting dressed up for these gang stalkers, for these bots. Cause the only thing they care about is torturing your ass. That's it. They are a liability and tiring. James is true, but also very liberating no matter the loss and pain. Bro, I haven't been shopping in years. It's crazy because they know what you buy, what you wear, so there's not really any point in impressing anybody, for real. That's why I say, like, if you do it, because I did it for myself. I said, because I was like, man, what am I doing it for? What am I going to buy these sneakers for? And then to myself, it was like, man, do it for you. Do it for you. You know what I'm saying? I still get up and do my push-ups. Like, do it for you. Don't worry about nobody else now. You know what I'm saying? Because how I see it too, they want you to look jacked up. You know what I'm saying? They really do. They want you to look all bummy and shit. You know what I mean? Hating ass. It says, yes, really. I'm still using my life soul for the time being. So get your own life, damn bots. But then again, they bots, they don't have no soul. It's diabolical. Man, look, I wish, sometimes I'll be like, I wish things would just go back to normal, but I know it's not.
Today, this is what's
not by accident.
Hit that follow button because you
take a closer look at this Nolan Wells case.
Right here in front of our faces. Y'all see the colors? Can y'all see the colors? Look at their dress code.
Oh, they Mason?
Like what happened to Trayvon Martin. When you see this guy,
they Mason.
You see Al Sharpton.
Yep.
Red flags.
Facts.
Wells' parents wearing the same color. His story is just like the Trayvon Martin story.
Yep.
Look at his hands and look at the color he wearing. Oh yeah, his dad also a part of the club.
Yep.
Look at the hat. This is what's on his hat.
Yep.
This is for educational purposes and to enlighten those.
People don't understand, man, that these sacrifices, these people, I don't know too much about the Nolan.
Al Sharpton. Like what happened to Trayvon Martin. When you see this guy, Ben Crump, and when you see Al Sharpton.
You see Al Sharpton, you already know it's Illuminati.
Same color. His story is just like the Trayvon Martin story. Look at his hands and look at the color he wearing. Oh yeah, his dad also a part of the club. Look at the hat. This is what's on his hat. This is for educational purposes and to enlighten those that want to hear.
See, you got to understand too, when these people be getting sacrificed and getting killed and they make mass media, because you got to understand, people die every day. So you ask yourself, well, why did this case blow up? Like, for example, the Trayvon Martin. Everybody know about that, right? And then what was the other bull name? That guy that had the white cop had the boot on the guy's neck. Floyd, right? George Floyd, that's his name. You know what I mean? All these cases, they get blown out of proportion. But at the same time, people die every day. We being gang stalked, they trying to kill us every day. They ain't talking about us. They shadow ban us. So why did the Trayvon Martin, why did this Nolan guy case get, blown up? Because they're sacrifices. People are sacrificing people. Jesus ain't the. See, people be thinking Jesus is the ultimate sacrifice. No, a lot of people's getting sacrificed. Jennifer Hudson sacrificed her family. Remember, she killed all three. She had all three of them people hit up. They do it for money, popularity, fame, fortune, whatever. If you were T.I., you're being sacrificed. They're trying to sacrifice you. These people, these other people, that get killed by the police. It's the same with like the ones that blow up. Them cases, them stories that blow up. Because there's a lot of people that get killed and you don't hear about it. But the ones that you hear about, you got to question. Why is this one getting so much media attention? Because it's a ritual. It's a sacrifice. It's a sacrificial ritual. They're choosing people to be a lamb, the Lamb of God.
We made it play like a piano. Take a look at this picture. Look what's in the background. Okay, so that's Nolan Wells, 2 white boys sitting by the pool. What's in the background? It's an obelisk, or it sure looks like an obelisk, doesn't it? Obelisk equals 28 because 2 equals 13 and 8 equals 31, which is 44 genocide. Just like Nolan Wells, Nolan equals 20, Wells equals 17, which is 28, which is 13, 31, which is 44 genocide. Just like Horn Island, Horn equals 28, which is 13, 31, which is 44, which is fucking genocide. I keep telling you guys, this is a staged, premeditated, occult sacrifice to start a race war in America.
Yeah.
And the reason they released this picture yesterday is because it's got the obelisk in the background to let people know, right? Nolan Wells 28, obelisk 28, Horn 28, just like Apron is 28, just like Israel is 28, just like 28.
Wow, he breaking it down. Just like he said, to start a race war. They want you to think that it's all about, who's like a racist white guy or something, killed the black person or whatever. But it's way deeper than that. It's way deeper than color. Way deeper than color.
Background. Okay, so that's Nolan Wells, 2 white boys sitting by the pool. What's in the background? It's an obelisk, or it sure looks like an obelisk, doesn't it? Obelisk equals 28 because 2 equals 13 and 8 equals 31, which is 44 genocide. Just like Nolan Wells, Nolan equals 20, Wells equals 17, which is 28, which is 13, 31, which is 44 genocide. Just like Horn Island, Horn equals 28, which is 13, 31, which is 44, which is fucking genocide. I keep telling you guys, this is a staged, premeditated, occult sacrifice to start a race war in America. And the reason they released this picture yesterday is because it's got the obelisk to start a race war in America.
Is that 100 Negroes shot, burned, clubbed to death in East St. Louis race war on that old newspaper?
America. And the reason they released this picture yesterday is because it's got the obelisk in the background to let people know, right? Nolan Wells 28, obelisk 28,
that's
Horn
great.
28, just like Apron is 28, just like Israel is 28, just like 28 people on the Disney's cruise ships. I'm telling you, people, learn this number language. It will teach you everything. And guess what? Guess what, Nicole? The cat is out of the bag. Yeah, that's right. The cat's out the bag.
Cat's out the bag, y'all.
Sacrifice to start a race war. People, this is not white versus black. Okay? This is occult versus non-occult. This is good versus evil. You have to understand they did COVID, they did all these wars, they did the Spanish flu, which also was 44, which is genocide. So, Nolan Wells, 28, obelisk 28, Horn Island, Horn 28. Do you get it yet? They communicate in numbers to let the occult know that this is an occult sacrifice trying to start.
Yeah, what you think about this Nolan Wells case?
Man, I think it's all fake. I think it's propaganda. I think that they playing us like victims. Once again, Ben Crump, as long as you know that he's the center of it, you already know it's some suspiciousness to it. Ben Crump is a life member of the Omega Psi-Phi. Do you know what the Boule is?
Nah, what's the Boule? What's that?
The Boule is a group of...
The thing is, too, when you think about it, how do we even know that this guy even dead? You know what I'm saying? Because I never believed that George Ford situation either. He might not even be dead. You know what I mean? They might just be playing along with the ritual, got paid and, disappeared and changed their identity. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Like, they could easily do it.
That this is an occult sacrifice trying to start.
Yeah, what you think about this Nolan Wells case?
Man, I think it's all fake. I think it's propaganda. I think that they playing us like victims. Once again, Ben Crump, as long as you know that he's the center of it, you already know it's some suspiciousness to it. Ben Crump is a life member of the Omega Psi Phi. Do you know what the Boule is?
what's the Boule?
The Boule is a group of black people that they use in order to keep other black people down. So they have this black man representing this black defendant in a case that they actually propaganded. It's like they create the problem and then they come up with the solution.
There you go. That was George Floyd.
Man, Ben Crump is representing all the high-profile cases like George Floyd, Sandra Manson. I'm saying it's a movie, right?
George Floyd. And you already know whenever you see Al Sharpton on the scene. Look, brothers die all the time in the hood. You never see Al Sharpton. This is Ben Crump is a life member of the Omega fraternity. He was initiated into the fraternity through the Chi Theater chapter. See, any fraternities in here, man? Anybody, any sororities, fraternity?
You know what the Boule is? What's the Boule? The Boule is a group of black people that they use in order to keep other black people down. So they have this black man representing this black defendant in a case that they actually propaganded. It's like they create the problem and then they come up with the solution.
Ain't that what you just said, Paul?
Is representing all the
Ain't that what you just said, Pauls? Problem, solution, reaction.
Cases like George Floyd, Sandra Manson. I'm saying it's a movie, right? Him and Al Sharpton are together. Al Sharpton was the movie star in my mom's generation. Now Ben Crump is the movie star in our generation. Now look at these movie stars. This is all entertainment.
All
At the end of
entertainment.
the day, you can't believe none of this. It's all the story to deflect us from what's really going on.
Facts.
What happened to the Iran war? What happened to the Ukraine and Russia war?
My son went crazy last night.
He said.
And now
He said, "What happened to the?"
Can't believe none of this. It's all the story to deflect us from what's really going on. Whatever it is. What happened to the Iran war? What happened to the Ukraine?
He said, "What happened to the Iran war? What happened to the Ukraine war? The real war is gang stalking."
my son went crazy last night, and now we have a severe geomagnetic storm watch. I'm meteorologist Todd Gross, and we're not just talking about auroras here. We could have communications outages and power surges if this comes to pass. Let me show you what's going on. So overnight last night, of course, this is the sun right here covered up in outer space, and we're able to see from that the coronal mass ejections that occur. I showed you an image of it just a moment ago, but this one shows the actual plasma leaving the sun and heading towards Earth. If you look closely, you'll see that it's leaving the sun on all sides, which means it's facing us directly. There's a stream of charged plasma that will hit the Earth starting, it looks like, tomorrow night. Now, here's the timing. This is in Greenwich Mean Time, so I'll have to translate it for most of you. And basically, it's tomorrow night, between the 1st and the 2nd, that this is expected to reach its peak by NOAA. Now, I've pointed out before that the
Schumann resonance is something trying to talk to us. I swear, y'all. Because, like, seriously, this has been it since it had all those, like,
Tell that Schumann resonance to hurry up
That's an
and wake these bots up.
audio recording. That's what our sounds look like. I think that's also what our sounds look like. I don't know if it's the planet trying to talk. I don't know if it's something from space trying to talk. I don't know if it's just the collective consciousness trying to yap. But y'all cannot tell me that does not look like something trying to talk. I mean, it went from it.
You say you're making assumptions about your college cousins? Man, most people that go to college, male or female, they into that fraternities and sororities. Yo, I have a video I'll post on YouTube with the sun. It's cloudy as fuck. My windows are beaming
Being
bright.
those railroad spike labor pain things to this like 8 hertz band literally spiking itself and then reaching all the way down to the bottom of the graph, spiking itself, and then it almost looks like what is it, this like 14 hertz band also starts to spike itself, and then they're spiking together. This is something talking.
Well, all the elites are building bunkers, and that's why they need data centers above their bunker. The data centers run the bunkers, and all that water is not needed for the data centers. They lied to you. 5 million gallons a day to run a data center of fresh water, your water. They don't need it. They're taking the water underground to the bunkers. And you have 2030 to detox
Heavy metals.
the heavy metals, the parasites, the nano.
Y'all better hurry up.
You got to get this stuff out of your body.
Say it again. Say it again.
The And you have 2,000.
Say it again for EC Production, Melvin. He ain't listening. Ronald Davis, they ain't listening. Say it again.
30 to detox.
She said you got to 2030 to detox the heavy metals out your ass.
Bunkers. And you have 2030 to detox the heavy metals, the parasites, the nano. You got to get this stuff out of your body.
You heard what she said. You better get it out your body. Keep on playing. I'm trying to manifest a new car. I need a BMW. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I'm gonna check it out. I can't believe I've been live. We've been live 3 hours, y'all.
Tijuana, Mexico.
3 hours, man. I ain't even planning to do that, but that's all good.
All the way under the U.S. and up into Vancouver, Canada. It was built by the cartels, and the U.S. governors are saying, hey, look, we're glad we found out we're going to fill this thing full of cement, but it will cost $3 trillion worth of cement. The cartels are suing the U.S. in the Supreme Court saying, hey, in the Treaty of Versailles and maritime law, if something is 50 feet under the surface of a country, that country doesn't have jurisdiction over it.
I'm still messed up over the 3. Oh.
Hold on. What you just said though? You said them kids are ruthless, is crazy, and they're firing people left and right, so that equals more stalkers. I said that so many times, people, man. I said there's gonna be more people selling out for the bag. They're gonna be selling out because they're gonna be losing their jobs, and the only thing that's gonna be left and remaining is gang stalking. Gang stalking will be the only job hiring, and everybody gonna be jumping on the bandwagon.
The country, that country doesn't have jurisdiction over it.
I'm still messed up over the trillion. You know what y'all can do with that? They don't care about the people, man. Like that shit. Everybody can have a family fund. I ain't gonna lie. Everybody can have enough to build their own forever home and be okay, but that's not the way the system works. They don't want everybody to have things.
Therefore, the U.S. cannot fill it full of cement. The U.S. is saying, we don't care about that. It goes under our country. So it's a huge legal dispute. I'm curious if you think the cartel has rationale or the U.S. governors. This is the end of the tunnel when it comes out into Vancouver, Canada. It's incredible there. The crazy thing is that they actually dug it and put the cement up. It only took them 3 years, they said, and engineers across the country and the world are in a tizzy saying this is an engineering feat. It might be the ninth wonder of the world. But I'm curious if you think it should be filled full of cement, or maybe like they can sell it to a corporation like Amazon that can use it to actually ship products and for logisticers.
So we all know who Ori Sullivan.
Seen this? Could this be footage of the?
For logisticers.
So we all know who Ori Sullivan.
Seen this? Could this be footage of the unknown lands? The lands that are lost beyond the ice wall? Check this out, family. Check it out, family. Now, I'm not saying it's true, or I'm not saying it's not true, but could this be the lands that exist beyond the ice wall?
What the hell is that?
Nah, man, look, man, that's the end of this video, man. Look, I appreciate y'all for liking it.
What the hell was that?
Now, I'm not saying it's true, or I'm not saying it's not true, but could this be the lands that exist beyond the ice wall?
Man, nah, man, look, man, that's the end of this video, man.
Hell nah.
I appreciate y'all for locking in. Hell, I'm tired of it, y'all. I'm tired of it. Tired of the AI landscape videos and stuff. And I didn't get this possible. It's not. It's just not.
It's not.
There are other things we worry about. Defrequencies,
Facts.
terrible food. Hopefully y'all starting to. I've been seeing an abundance of people starting to grow their own crops and do their own things. I mean, everybody's been doing the same, you know. Make sure y'all get them seeds, man. Them seeds are very important.
You better get it, but before you can't get it.
Video, then I just said it again. You know, make sure that y'all doing things for yourself. And look, some of y'all, look, it's gonna be okay. Some people don't get what's going on, and you know what? You're gonna be the cattle. You're gonna be sitting in an internment camp, right? And you're gonna be eating the grass from off the goddamn ground, like a damn. You're gonna be the new food supply or something like that pretty soon.
This is OG right here.
It is what it is, you know.
This OG, man.
We got to get back to
OG.
Building that community of people that have abundance, and I'm not talking about just money. I'm talking about things that really matter, like food, resources, water. Like, do you know how to build a water machine? And water machine, I mean a machine that pulls water from the air. I mean, that's a learned skill that you can learn now. It was a fallacy before, but now it's real. It's here. The technology is here. And the average person can make these things. Are you doing that? Well, I'm going to show y'all when I reach 1 million how to build these things. I'm going to show y'all. I'm going to have a whole laboratory. We're going to go over genetics. We're going to go over everything. And we're going to start tapping into some stuff. I'm so excited, y'all, to show y'all Dre's laboratory. But look, appreciate y'all for tapping in with me, man. I'll see you on the next video. And like I always say, spread love because there's too much hate in this world. Love you guys. See you on the next video. And I'm out, though. Live.
Peace, bruh. Peace, bruh. Peace to OG, man. Let me give OG a like. You know, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, y'all. I'm gonna end this live 3 hours in, 3 hours and 5 minutes. I still got some videos though that I'm gonna go ahead and drop. Y'all can, for anybody that's late, you can rewind it and, you know, rewind this video, watch it again. You know, I didn't get not one super chat, but I still enjoyed, you know what I mean, I enjoy, going live. It don't even matter. What's going on, Nita Fish? You just now coming in, Nita Fish? You're gonna have to hit rewind. You're gonna have to hit rewind, man. So peace, y'all. Y'all keep your heads up, man. We out.